Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Day for Monday. Hello.
It's Monday! Come on! All right, let's do it.
Do you like leaked games? I do.
I do too.
What's that, Lawrence?
Yay!
This image originally comes from 4chan,
Yep.
so take this one with a big grain of dick.
You mean salt? You meant salt.
No, there's a lot of dick on 4chan.
Okay, all right.
It was then tweeted here where we found it, and it shows a bunch of games that could possibly be showing up at E3. We think it's in pamphlet form.
Sure, yeah, this will be the the Microsoft Xbox One reveal. They're probably going to show all these games. We're not sure, though.
Yeah. I assume it's a PowerPoint, something like that.
Yeah.
If it is real.
Yeah.
You see games like Dead Rising 3, possibly.
Why? So Dead Rising 3, you were saying that Dead Rising came out with the Xbox 360
Oh yeah, when they
first?
announced the 360, they had the first Dead Rising come out for a little while, and then
So
Dead Rising 2 came out, multi-platform.
Right,
It's
so
all
history repeats itself, possibly?
possibly could. It won't be Dead Island.
It's not going to be an Xbox exclusive, right?
I don't know. These are all games that could possibly be shown at E3 during Microsoft's press conference. That's what we are guessing.
And then there's Halo Spartan Assault. So this to
Right.
me sounds like another RTS from Halo, possibly?
Halo Wars 2-ish? I don't know.
Yeah.
But the one that got our attention, obviously, was Halo 5. Sorry.
Well, you almost said Fable 4. I don't know why you would have said that.
I almost picked that one up.
Halo 5 is what you meant to say.
Possibly.
Now,
It's a pretty derpy looking 5 logo.
It is, but this looks like it's real.
Well, Lawrence, you said it's better than most of the fake ones you see on the internet.
Yeah, it's obviously not made in MS Paint, so it's got a leg up.
He's right. That's a good argument. There's also Forza 5, which we already knew.
Of course.
And then, oh boy, the rabbit hole. Banjo-Kazooie Grunty Land.
Finally!
So, all right, so here's the problem with this game. We probably think it's going to be a dumb Kinect game, maybe a minigame collection a la Nintendo Land to show off the brand new Kinect. But Lawrence did a bunch of research on Banjo-Kazooie
far too much.
Grunty Land.
I was just waiting for an excuse. I'm gonna be honest here.
Oh my gosh. So let me read the shit that he did. Gruntyland has bounced around the internet. Here's a fake logo from 2010 that is on the Banjo-Kazooie forums. This is fucking ridiculous.
Not the official Banjo.
All right, shut up, Lawrence. It's possible this image contains placeholders for games that don't exist. They might have used the fake logo just because. So we're worried that this whole image, the entire image of all the games, may be invalidated because of this fake Banjo-Kazooie Gruntyland logo.
The whip that broke the camel's back.
I don't really care. Who gives a shit?
Quantum Break's also on there.
True.
And then on the bottom left, there's, we think it's a knife.
Yeah, but what is bottom left? Actually, that's an interesting question for the comments. What do you guys think? And then you want to say bottom right? You want people to speculate on the
I want top right where it's
top
just
right?
blank.
Yeah.
Make up your own game. All your dreams could come true.
Halo 6.
Shitty demo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, callback.
And then there's Shitty Demo. You can try.
You weren't only trying today with the Injustice Gods Among Us. Scorpion's showing up, drawn by Jim Lee. He's
Cool.
coming in, kicking the shit out of zombie Superman.
I call him Superman.
And you're allowed to leave now. Take you and your skinny jeans right out of here, boy. It's hard to watch that tight ass walk away, but it gets finer every time. He's coming back?
These jeans are pretty skinny, right?
Yeah, I already said that.
They're new.
Where'd you go?
I wish for once the bad guy was just a bad guy. Like, you introduce him, he's a bad guy, and then you kill him. Why does it always have to be you? Why does it have to be some guy that betrays you every time? I don't understand.
You're your greatest enemy, Bruce.
I am?
Yeah. You
I disagree.
Double Dragon 2 after you
Are we rolling?
fought the
Yeah.
boss, you had to fight.
We're rolling this? Waste of fucking time. Ready?
Yeah.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jim is these here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2, this is slow scoping.
This is called...
This episode is brought to you by Alienware. Be sure to visit machinimalive.com on June 10th to find out what Alienware is unveiling at E3.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Day for Tuesday.
Hey!
Hi!
Yeah, all right, let's do this.
Good to see y'all!
All right.
So yesterday we reported on a story where a bunch of games from the Xbox One press conference apparently got leaked via 4chan.
What? Is it fake or real?
We still don't know.
Yeah.
But this morning, we're finally allowed to talk about Spartan Assault, a real game
Yes.
that we knew about, just couldn't really confirm it.
Yep.
This is the one thing that actually leads us to believe that the document that leaked out yesterday is real.
Right.
Because no one knew about Spartan Assault.
Correct.
Only people in the press. So maybe it was someone who was willing to break NDA to do this, but possibly not. The logo doesn't exactly match.
It's really close, but it's not exact.
But the fact of the matter is, who knew the name Spartan Assault?
Nobody. I think that the domains got leaked a couple of days ago.
Right.
But other than that, nothing.
But this does give us an opportunity to actually talk about the game that we played.
Yeah.
So anyway, Spartan Assault, it's all about Sarah Palmer being a badass. God, I hate her. It's her origin story, which will be told in an upcoming comic book as well, which also might lead right into the game. Gameplay-wise, it's just a twin stick shooter.
You played it, right?
Yeah, played it. It's all tablet-based, but it's like Smash TV.
Cool.
It's very easy to play. I'm not really a big fan of touchscreen controls.
Neither am I. Not at all.
I freaking hate them.
Yeah.
But it's a mobile and PC game. We played it on a Microsoft Surface. No talk of Xbox One or Xbox 360 or anything in the XBL Arcade.
Sure.
Maybe, actually, during the press conference, they'll say that's going to be Xbox One.
Of course. Now that we know that Spartan Assault, Halo Spartan Assault is real, does that mean that Halo 5 logo we see in the bottom right of this image, does that confirm Halo 5?
Yes, totally.
Yeah, I knew it!
It's real.
How'd you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't actually know for sure.
If anything actually comes out this year, it's probably going to be Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, which would be the HD version that should launch for the Xbox One. If that doesn't happen, there should at the very least be an announcement for Halo 5 during the press conference.
There's going to be.
Via trailer form,
There's going
something
to be.
like that.
It's got to be.
I don't know. But what's the story going to be about is what we're kind of asking ourselves here.
Please tell us your fan fiction. Please tell us your Halo 5 fan
This
fiction.
is what I get paid for.
Okay,
it's
go
great.
ahead. Go ahead.
In my mind, I think Master Chief's going rogue. If you remember at the end of Halo 4, Master Chief wasn't exactly very happy, and neither was Halsey at the end of Spartan Ops. Basically because now she found out that John is alive. She thought he's been dead all this time. I think they're going to form an alliance.
What?
And yes. So I imagine in the game you're actually going to play as a nameless Spartan 4 character. They're going to probably build it up of like, you're a whole new character. You're going up against the Covenant, blah, blah, blah. And you're going to fight this evil terrorist. It's all new character. That new character is actually Master Chief. He's gone rogue. He's formed an alliance with the Covenant.
He's a terrorist.
Basically, in the eyes of the UNSC. The UNSC is the bad guy at this point in the story. If you don't see that, you're kind of blind. Humans are getting too big for their own britches, and they got to be stopped. We're evil. We're bad people. So the idea is that you play as the chief along with this alliance, and you're just trying to take down the UNSC through all these different means, and you don't have the military to back you up anymore. So it's going to be a lot more kind of guerrilla style. I think it's going to be kind of cool and fun.
Guys,
I have other things I can say too.
that was really good.
For more information, go to my blog.
No, please don't go to his blog. All right, on to your one and only trailer, the Halo Spartan Assault trailer. Here it is. You get to see it in all its glory.
Do we even need to mention that?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the only trailer we have tomorrow.
I know, but we'll have it as a click out at
God,
the end.
help me out.
Help out Phil.
No one wants to watch it. It's going to get a lot of dislikes. I can tell you right now.
Master Chief fucks Cortana, but she's dead.
She's dead.
So then he ends up having dead robot babies with Cortana.
Why are you ruining this for me?
Sorry, go
How
ahead.
many people are
Go
tuning
ahead,
in? They're
I'm
like,
sorry.
be serious for once in your life.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jim is these here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called...
This episode is brought to you by Alienware. Be sure to visit machinimalive.com on June 10th to find out what Alienware is unveiling at E3.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Thursday. Hello, hi.
Thursday!
It's so good.
There's so much news today. Let's do it.
So Sony announced today that they're going to be showing over 40 games at this year's E3, but they also said it's across 3 platforms. That's PS4, yes, PS3, okay, and the Vita. Let's talk about some of those games, shall we?
Please.
Games like Watch Dogs,
Yep. Drive Club.
Knack,
Infamous.
Killzone,
Destiny.
Gran Turismo 6,
Free-to-plays like PlanetSide 2.
Blacklight Retribution,
Warframe.
DC Universe Online, that already came out on the PS3.
And maybe God of War and Uncharted.
New Naughty Dog games, we don't know, and we're hoping for a Katamari title.
Yes!
With all these games being promised, the PS4 can only be saying one thing. Bring it, bitch.
I hook up to your television. Cool.
Snap.
PS4, Xbox One, fucking Hype Masters.
Hype Master.
I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
Good movie.
All right, on to your next news story. It's really, really quick. A new Snake voice has been revealed. It's Jack Bauer.
Who's also known as Kiefer Sutherland.
I mean, Kiefer Sutherland. That was the only thing that came out of the Konami press conference today, right?
Not very interesting.
Okay, well.
Your final news story for today, Titanfall, the all-new game from Respawn Entertainment,
Cool.
the guys who invented Call of Duty.
Yeah.
leaked out today.
Oh,
early.
That's fun.
Game Informer accidentally put their magazine out in the Google Play Store.
Oops.
And people got a hold of it. And they read all about it. Let's quickly get through all the bullet points because we have nothing to show.
Go ahead.
It's going to be an Xbox One exclusive, kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's also on the PC and the 360, while the 360 version is being developed by someone else.
Okay.
It is an FPS. You're going to be fighting a bunch of robots.
Cool. Well, there's Titans and then there's pilots. So
Something like that.
You can actually hop into the mechs, or you can be a pilot and run up and stab them in the brain, which is kind of cool.
Point of the matter is, Microsoft's got 8 exclusive games or whatever that they're going to be showing at E3. We found out which one of them was.
Yay.
It's Titanfall.
It's also using a modified version of the Source engine.
Which is weird.
It's really interesting.
That is it for all your E3 news. Let's go to trailers, shall we?
Please.
First up, we get the Saints Row 4 E3 2013 War on Humanity trailer.
This could be trailer of the year?
It's a front runner for me.
That's not a plan, that's a goal.
It's so quotable.
So good. And there's
Keep David as Keep David.
and then there's the Wolfenstein New Order E3 2013 trailer.
Which is almost as funny as the Saints Row trailer. Pretty damn good.
I don't think they meant it to be funny.
And on the bottom of barrel of laughters comes Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13, the other E3 trailer. Kill me.
Lawrence, this is the third Final Fantasy 13, correct?
That is correct.
That's ridiculous. Thank you.
We got 20 to go, so you better stock up on supplies.
And then we also have the exclusive Blacklight Retribution PS4 reveal trailer. Lots of dubstep, lots of fighting,
Lots of shooting.
lots of shooting.
A lot of blowing up stuff.
I can't wait for Blacklight on PS4.
It's gonna be again this round. We want to say a very special birthday to our own sound guy, Zane. Get in here, buddy.
Zane, come on in. Bring the mic with you, buddy.
There you go.
Come on, get in. Hurry up.
Come in here.
Jeez, nobody wants to see this. All right. Happy birthday. Now get out.
Zane has worked on many porno shoots before.
You're done. That's it.
Now he works here.
Yep. Okay, just leave the mic here. We don't even need Zane anymore.
Say something, Zane.
Hey.
Is it weird to hear yourself talk?
Yeah.
Tell me about your day last night.
No.
Horrible.
Tell me about your morning this evening.
Shut up, you fucking nerd. Are we talking about Final Fantasy right now?
It's that one song.
Yeah, it's only one of the greatest games ever made.
Okay, Rob Smith, thanks.
It is. Final
They
Fantasy
said
7
that
is
on
amazing.
the source
So
code.
you can get off your high horse.
I'm not. There's no high horse here. Actually, I'm on the low horse.
I think the game capped out at what, 80 hours or something like that? I did that 3 times.
I played it a lot too. But
Shut up!
And there's the one boss where if you throw a phoenix down at it, it kills it because it's supposed to revive other people, but not him because he lives off of death. Fascinating video game.
Wait, is this Final Fantasy 7 we're talking
That was Final Fantasy 7.
Hey there, got some free time for E3? Good! Starting on June 11th to the 13th, tune in for our 24-hour E3 coverage featuring the latest gameplay, hardware, and trailers from the biggest gaming convention of the year. Catch it all on your phone, tablet, computer, or other rectangular viewing device right here at Machinima or on your 360 with our patented Machinima app. Patent pending. Video games!
This episode is brought to you by Alienware. Be sure to visit machinimalive.com on June 10th to find out what Alienware is unveiling at E3.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Friday.
It's Friday! Yes!
We only say no because the Xbox One got more details to come out and we're even more confused.
I'm not confused, really.
I am.
All right,
I'm a
let's go through them first.
dumb white person.
Let's go through them first. Here we go.
Aye. So these following details came from the Xbox Wire. This is Microsoft's blog.
Yeah.
They're blogging
All right,
now.
yeah,
It's
go ahead.
great.
Let's do it.
So first up, the system has to make a connection every 24 hours. This has been confirmed by Microsoft, or the games will not function.
Got to connect to the internet every 24 hours.
That time is reduced to 1 hour if signing in from another Xbox completely. So how does this affect countries with poor internet or no internet at all? Microsoft probably doesn't care about that.
Yeah, they're obviously not thinking about them.
Seriously. But thankfully, hey, thanks, buddy. You can still watch TV or play Blu-rays.
Even when you're not connected. Thanks, Microsoft.
I can do that now.
So then moving on to the used games portion of this. Used games mostly work as previously described in a bunch of other stories. A game will be authorized to your account and can be played by you anywhere as long as you sign in.
So like Xbox Live Arcade now.
Or Steam. It's just like
Sure.
that. So
okay, anything I bought digitally, I can download anywhere in the world.
right, and you can go somewhere else to another Xbox, log in with your account, play that game.
Okay, I like that.
It's possible to deauthorize a game and transfer it to someone else, though it's completely up to the publisher of the game to set that up. So it's not up to Microsoft. The publisher of the game has to allow that to happen. Has to allow the transfer.
Okay. Does Microsoft make money off of this?
No, not at all, because Microsoft takes no portion of a used game transfer. It's entirely on the publisher to decide if and how much of a used sale to take.
Okay.
So again, Microsoft making no money off used game transfer.
So it sounds like it's the publishers more than
Right.
the game or the console manufacturers who want to kill used games.
They've given the power to the publishers.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used games can also be shared in a few ways. You can have a 10-member family. Microsoft calls it your family, but it's just, I guess, just 10 people.
It's confusing.
Yeah, it is very confusing. Any one of which can play your shared games library at any given time. So
Okay, that doesn't mean you can't play the same game at the same time.
Right, so from the sound of this, that means both you and only one of your family can play at the same time. Meaning
This is bringing up more questions than answers for me.
there's a shared games library that you sort of have to bounce back and forth between with these 10 members of your family that you can, again, this could happen on any Xbox console. I think this is kind of cool.
This reads like the iTunes TOS.
It's not easy to read.
bad.
It's not. We didn't say it was easy to read.
All right.
It's also possible to gift a game to one of your friends, but this can only happen once, and that friend must have been on your friends list for 30 days.
They're calling you out. Like, he's not really your friend. You've only been friends for 20 days.
And again,
it's not official.
Again, gifting a game is up to the publisher. So
Right. But the idea is that you can only gift the game once,
Right.
and then that's it. It can't go anywhere else. It just stays with that person.
That's it. So you have the game, and somebody
right.
else has the game, and that's it.
So the idea of having one game disc, like I actually have Red Dead Redemption right now on Joel's desk. Here, let me see that. And here.
Yep.
I bought this with money.
Correct.
Actually, the receipt might still be in here somewhere.
Yeah.
I gave this to Joel to play. He hasn't played it yet.
He
but
can play it.
We can't do this anymore.
Correct.
Damn it!
Sorry.
I just broke the game. And let's move over and talk more about Kinect. Guess what? It's not a 1984 little eyeball that will be watching you, very Orwellian. Not at all.
We were worried about that here.
In the blog post, Microsoft claims that the Kinect will always be upfront with the information and data that it's collecting.
Okay.
See? So when it's off, the Kinect will only be listening for one phrase, and that is Xbox on.
Sure.
And you can turn that off as well.
Oh.
So still, it all amounts to trusting that the disclosures are accurate.
Right. Microsoft is telling the truth.
And that the Kinect is actually off when you turn it off. Since the Xbox is always powered and connected in a low power state,
Yeah.
people will be concerned unless this thing is shoved in a closet.
Right. Unless you like turn the Kinect around, it's not looking at you.
As you can tell, Microsoft is trying to do the right thing here by telling everyone that how the system works, but really, they're just fucked up again.
Yeah, everybody's now criticizing them because there's all these other questions that
Yeah.
they've kind of opened up. So
They just should have just shut up and showed the games.
I'm totally fine with them telling me the specifics. I like that because that means I buy the system, I know what I'm getting into. Now I've got this Xbox, and I can't be like, wait a minute, you didn't say this.
I just would have rather heard more positives instead of this is how it is. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I agree.
Sorry. Bitch.
So, and you were saying, look, it's not all bad. There's day one digital, so we actually get to download the game or buy the game day one.
I'm cool with that. They didn't mention anything about how you actually buy these games, whether it's all through Microsoft or if there's gonna be like a CD key system like Steam where there could be some kind of competition. Otherwise, this is a monopoly and Microsoft's setting all the prices, and I don't like that.
Yeah, no, I know. And most of the system is already in place for Xbox Live Arcade and Steam. But again, I think they're following the Steam model with Xbox when they're trying to, which I appreciate.
But when they come up and say things like, you gotta check in once every 24 hours,
Yeah.
it confused the shit out of me. If they could have just said, oh yeah, if you log in once, you're good to go.
Yeah,
That's
no.
all I need to know.
I know.
Don't mention once every 24 hours. It just confuses the shit out of people. It makes them all paranoid and fucking mad.
I know, but again, if you have a dedicated internet setup, whereas I think it's like 85% of the U.S. does,
Right.
you probably won't be affected by a lot of this stuff.
So let's be honest here, it's really the idea that sucks,
Yes, yeah.
not the reality, because we don't know what that is yet.
Yeah.
This could be the greatest thing in the world. This could be the worst thing in the world. But we won't know until later this year when people actually start buying it and the problems actually happen or don't.
And I'm giving props to Microsoft. At least they told me. They told me. Sony's been saying, it's going to do all the things you want, and when they've not detailed any. So.
Right. Well, because they're probably watching Microsoft fuck up from afar and go,
Yeah, they are.
okay, take notes.
They totally are.
Don't say that.
I know.
Just say there's an offline mode.
That's exactly
Do
what
that.
they
Okay. Which is smart.
Yeah.
Microsoft's being destroyed by their own hubris, and I hate that.
I know.
Because they're just putting their chest out there. This is exactly what Sony did with the PS3, and it was almost their downfall.
That's true. Now on to your trailers. The first one, Thief, the E3 2013 trailer. No gameplay here, but it's live action. Looks
Yeah,
really
we're
cool.
getting so close.
Garrett looks badass.
He's robot eye, and he's great. Next up with the Dying Light E3 2013 trailer. Once again, there's less dying girl.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
No gameplay.
It's a bit more upfront.
Yeah, no, it's all cinematics.
You're gonna shit yourself when you see the gameplay.
I can't
I'll probably be eating those words, but seriously, I was impressed.
No, I'm really excited.
Yeah, fun. And one last mention, you may remember the Blacklight Retribution PS4 trailer put out yesterday. In lieu of that, we are actually putting out a Bro Team weapon tag that the developer gave us. Just click, put in this code, the following URL, and you're good to go.
But it minuses your stats, correct?
It actually makes you worse at the game.
Why would you want the tag then?
Because Garrettson hates Bro Team.
I love Bro Team.
We all love Bro Team. Well, it's either this or internet, and like, if you're having financial difficulties either paying for internet or an Xbox,
Yeah.
consider the first one.
Yeah,
like,
consider the internet, the
don't-
thing that everyone needs all the time.
You just go steal it or steal stuff.
that's the other thing too. It's just it is a recreational, optional hobby.
Thank you.
You do not need video games. You don't have to play them.
It's the same as someone going.
Oh, sorry.
It's the same as someone going like, Black Ops is too violent. Like 8-year-old children shouldn't be playing Black Ops. It's like, no shit.
Then don't let them play.
Don't let your 8-year-old play
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Hey there, got some free time for E3 Good. Starting on June 11th to the 13th, tune in for our 24-hour E3 coverage featuring the latest gameplay, hardware, and trailers from the biggest gaming convention of the year. Catch it all on your phone, tablet, computer, or other rectangular viewing device right here at Machinima or on your 360 with our patented Machinima app. Patent pending. Video games!
We're gonna do a live version of Inside Gaming here in a
Doing it
second.
now?
Or just in a second, yeah.
Jesus.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay, you want to do it?
Okay, let's
You want
do
to just
it.
do the whole intro and everything?
Yes, that's
All right,
the
cool.
whole intro, just like the show.
Gotcha, cool. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Tuesday. Hey!
Woo! Yeah, we need some claps.
Somebody clap.
Nobody clapping. APL, clap for us.
No one is enthusiastic.
Nobody's. It's Tuesday.
It's E3, people.
I got it.
There we go. There
I
we
look
go.
like a-
Thank
okay.
you, APL.
All right,
Jeez,
you got it?
all right. It's Tuesday.
He's our biggest fan. I love him. All right, let's get to it. Let's recap all the press conferences
Yes.
that have happened. First off, we're going to start off with Nintendo.
Yep.
Because they just had theirs this morning. We're quickly go through it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and start with me.
Yeah. So you got Super Smash Brothers is coming in 2014 on the 3DS and the Wii U.
Mega Man is in the game.
Wonderful 101, the successor to Beautiful Joe, is coming in 2013.
Wind Waker HD coming out in October 2013.
And there's
Great
also the
news.
new mech game you were really excited about, Monolith. Monolith is like, would you say it's like Monster Hunter with space?
Sure.
That's what?
Let's just do that.
That's what you said.
It's from the Xenogear guys. I'm happy. Also got Mario Kart 8. That's coming 2014. A lot of 2014 games for Wii. That's sad.
Yes.
Because I own a Wii U and I want games. And finally, we got Mario 3D World. One of the coolest looking games ever. We got Cat Mario.
What?
I know.
That's weird. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the Xbox press conference. It looks
right.
like we're seeing some footage right now of Metal Gear Solid 5, which
Right.
is what they opened up with Microsoft, up with open world.
Red Dead Solid.
Entirely
Holy
open
crap.
world, which is really cool. And then we
That's
also,
really
World of Tanks on Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And that was it. And
All right.
then go ahead.
All right, they moved over to the next game, Project Spark, which is we just learned is a free-to-play.
Yeah.
Essentially Microsoft's version of Little Big Planet, I would say.
Right, it's all supported by microtransactions
Yeah.
and DLC.
It was a little confusing, but I liked what I saw.
Please take Killer Instinct. You were excited about it. You were
Killer
excited.
Instinct came
Thank you.
out of nowhere and
Yes.
surprised a bunch of people. We did find out as well that it is a free-to-play game.
Yeah,
which I don't think has really worked in a fighter before.
Well, let's try it.
Well, we'll see how it works later this year.
Yeah, Jago's actually free, then you have to buy all the other characters. So,
Sure.
yeah, why not? And
All
then there's Dead Rising 3, which looked way better than the other two Dead Rising.
One of these
but-
supposed leaked games.
I
and
was
it was actually there.
Yeah, no, I was very excited about Dead Rising 3, and then you got to talk about
This one confused us a little bit. Halo 5, Halo?
We thought it was, what did we think? Prince of Persia at first, and then we thought it was Destiny.
Yeah,
and
we
then
see
were-
the chief has a cloak for some reason over his masculine armor.
Yeah.
Correct visor. A lot of interesting questions I have for 343 that we're probably not going to get for a while.
No, it's going to be a long
But
time.
new
Yeah.
Halo was announced, and that was pretty excited for the Xbox One.
Yep, and then Titanfall. Titanfall, in my opinion, so far has been the game of the show.
It has,
this multiplayer demo that we saw at the Xbox press conference was fucking awesome.
He ejected from the robot, he landed on the robot, and then he shot the robot in the brain.
In the brain.
It's pretty
I saw
fantastic.
That.
And some quick notes about the conference. There will be no more Microsoft points.
Yeah,
We're not calling them
which is
Xbox.
good. That's good, I think.
And they announced the price, $4.99.
Yes.
But for the rest of the world, it's a bit more pricey. We're going to get to that later when
yeah.
we talk about Sony.
When
But
we
let's
argue
move
about
over
it.
to EA
Okay.
and what they showed during that day. First up, it was the PvZ, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare.
Garden Warfare.
It's going to be hard to say that.
I thought it was kind of, it was fun that they tried to cut it like a Battlefield 4 trailer, and that was cool. But apparently it's the third-person wave shooter, third-person horde shooter. Is that what's going on?
I missed that part. I came in late, but I did come in there just in time for Battlefront.
We've been predicting it for months. We've been talking about Battlefront for months,
people.
and we did it.
Let's all be happy
We
about
talked about
this.
Star Wars Battlefront, and we willed it into an existence.
We did. You guys did it. Thank you so much.
And then there's the Dragon Age Inquisition teaser trailer, which looked cool. Obviously no gameplay, but people are excited about Dragon Age, right?
I'll take it. And then there was a demo for the Battlefield 4 64-man player game. which was ridiculous.
I was just shaking my head the entire time.
It blew my mind with that building falling, going into the elevator with, oh my God.
I just can't wait. I can't wait to play this game.
I had a fun time. And then, in my opinion, stole the show Mirror's Edge. Not Mirror's Edge 2. It's an origin story.
Oh, okay, so it's a prequel.
And they basically said in the title, when it's done.
All right. And so we have no release date, nothing.
Sounds like a fun side project for DICE, but it's happening.
Good for them, good for them.
Looked gorgeous.
And we'll move on to the Sony press conference.
All right.
This is, and I guess in everybody's opinion so far, Sony's won the show, right?
Yeah, and we're going to tell you why.
In just a second. So first of all, they started off with the indie games showcase. We saw Transistor, we saw a bunch of other indie games. You've been talking a lot that Sony's actually trying to get developers on board, a lot more than Microsoft is.
The word on the floor is developers love Sony, and duh.
Right.
Yeah, and then they actually revealed the console, which actually looks a lot like the Xbox.
That's cool.
A little bit, but it's a bit more italicized.
Sure, why
It's at
not?
a slant. Look great.
No, I liked it a lot. And then we also found out that used games work just like any other used games you're used to. And they made a short little 20-second video that was kind of funny.
Yep, clearly going after Xbox on this one with all their policies
Yeah.
of how DRM works, all this. Interesting to see how Microsoft will respond to this.
Sure.
But Sony definitely is going on the offensive right now.
Right, and then there's Kingdom Hearts 3. You called it for some reason.
yeah.
I don't know why you
Hey.
predicted Kingdom Hearts 3, but you did.
It's been a long time coming, kids. We got it.
And then why don't you explain Final Fantasy, all the numbers, because I'm lost in Final Fantasy.
This was many E3s ago.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy Versus 13 were announced at the same time. Versus 13 being produced by, I'm going to mess up his name, Nomura, who worked on Final Fantasy 7,
Oh, right, okay.
Kingdom Hearts,
Yeah.
working on this new game. They basically announced it is still in existence, it is a thing, and has now been called Final Fantasy 15.
15. So Versus 13 is now 15.
It's happening. It's a PS4 game.
Whatever, right. And
Very
there's
happy.
Elder Scrolls Online, which is actually going to be first on the PlayStation 4, which is surprising.
That's a huge deal.
But we got to see a lot more gameplay from Elder Scrolls, which I was really excited about.
And then they did the Destiny demo, which we're going to be seeing here in a second.
Yes, the gameplay.
Pretty damn cool. Very much reminded me of Borderlands, which is not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
It's a Borderlands made by Bungie, and that's freaking sweet.
Yeah, it looked fantastic. And then we also got another price, which I was very surprised about for the PS4. $399.
$100 cheaper than the Xbox.
$399, way more in the rest of the world, but again, $399, $400 for the in US.
Yeah, and one quick note, it was kind of, you couldn't really hear it over all the screaming.
Yeah.
But if you want to play multiplayer games online, you need PlayStation Plus now.
So you have to play, what is it, like $5, $4, $5
It's
a
like
month?
$50 a year.
Yeah.
But just a heads up, when you want to play Call of Duty on your PlayStation 4 this holiday,
Right.
you need PlayStation Plus.
All right, so now is the time where we actually debate, because we've been talking a lot about who's winning the show right now, and the general consensus online is that Sony has already won E3. And you and we at first I think our impression was yes, that Sony won the show, but the more we think about it, the more we're kind of like, I wonder what Microsoft, is Microsoft being more candid with everybody and therefore helping us? So
I say you look at it two different ways. This is a gaming show. It is
Yeah.
about games. It is about the gamers. If you want to look at it that perspective, Sony killed it. They
Yes,
won it. They
definitely.
went after the audience who is here, what they want to see. Microsoft is clearly going for a much bigger audience, and they're not probably doing the best job of PR.
Not at all.
Sony killed it in the PR front.
Yeah.
They said everything we wanted to hear. They're doing everything that we wanted. They did it. Microsoft's probably doing what they think is in our best interests.
Sure.
Which maybe they're wrong, maybe they're right. We won't know.
they're kind of like an overbearing parent.
Yes.
You know, they're like, well, this is going to be good for you, and we don't know that yet because we've not, they're not bought. Consoles are
Right.
not out there in the wild.
I will say that because of what Sony did here today, it is definitely putting Microsoft on the defense.
Yes.
And they're going to have to do some crazy stuff this holiday if they really want to win the gaming audience over.
Definitely.
But right now, Sony just murdered them. And then they kicked them when they were on the ground.
I know, with the
and
used
they
games
stomped
video.
their face in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, Lawrence made a really good point that every console has had to win the gamers before they've won the public opinion.
Very true.
And right now, Sony's ahead. Sony's ahead. So, and another really interesting point that you talked about PlayStation Plus is that the Xbox One comes with Kinect. It comes with the Kinect, and you get those 2 free games on Xbox Live Gold and all that other stuff, whereas Sony PS4 does not.
Correct.
So if
and now that if you do want to play online, you'd have to pay that additional fee. So now kind of the pluses and minuses are starting to even out a little bit.
Right.
Pending all the DRM talk,
Yes,
how digital games work, you can sign into an account. I'm hoping it works like Steam, because obviously you don't want a world where if your internet connection goes out, you can't play the single player portion of Titanfall.
Yes.
That's going to be a horrible world.
No, it really is, and it's one of those things that we just kind of, like you said, we have to wait till the consoles are in the wild, find out how this whole thing is fleshing up. For now, Sony's ahead.
Oh, of course. This is E3. It's theory.
Yeah.
If you want to put out there of what this theoretical life can be this holiday, Sony took it. It's fine. But I will say, actually, the real winner, honestly, I don't think it was Sony. I I think it was the publishers. It was a mix
I agree.
of Square Enix announcing Kingdom Hearts 3, DICE putting out Mirror's Edge, Battlefront getting announced, EA just killing it with the games that they were showing. It was the games.
Yeah.
And most of those are going to be multi-platform.
Definitely.
Which is really good. So regardless of your console of choice of this console war, you're going to get some really good games.
Well, speaking of
really
games,
soon.
Speaking of games, we got to go watch COD Ghosts with Sark. Please show us the game already. Jeez.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Daily for Wednesday!
That means it's hump day, Colvin.
Motherfucker!
It's hump day!
God damn it!
Yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, man!
Thank you for this.
The worst part was I knew it was coming, and
You
I
knew
didn't
it
know it
was
was going to
gonna-
be that bad.
No, you didn't. I know. That was a special surprise I planned for
Got
you.
so many diseases. We're doing the news today, recapping all the magic that is E3.
Yes, the
Today,
exclusives.
we're doing some fun stuff with exclusives.
Yeah.
So many games have been announced for 2 different consoles.
Yes.
There's a lot of confusion. People don't know what's for PS4. We don't know what's for Xbox
Correct.
One. Right now, we're starting with Deep Down.
Yeah, all
This
right.
is an exclusive for
PS4.
Exactly.
We're starting with a PS4 exclusive. Deep Down is kind of one of those things that we're not sure about.
Next
we're
on to
at
Drive Club.
now.
This is actually going to be a game that's going to come free if you do PlayStation Plus.
Yes.
Heard some content's going to be cut out, but that's just the way things roll.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, also Knack. Again, that was announced at the PlayStation 4.
Are we excited about Knack? Not really.
Yes.
No, you're not.
Steve Kearney.
Don't-
Kearney made Knack.
Don't lie. Don't lie. And
We
then
all-
there's also the Order 1886. What do you know about this one?
Sony Santa Monica, man.
Yeah, and it should be good.
I believe one of our Twitter followers was saying that it looks a lot like Van Helsing. I'm all for it. It looks badass.
It does. It actually looks
From
really,
whatever
really cool.
I want to see gameplay, but Killzone.
Killzone's getting better and better every time I see it. For me.
This is a launch title, by
For
the
me.
way.
I know, and I'm very excited about that.
Exactly.
I'm very
excited.
excited.
Yeah, I'm happy that's a launch title. Okay, so this one.
Yep.
By the way, this is probably, from what I've heard, the best reviewed or previewed game here.
Yes.
People are blown away by Second Son.
Second Son, right.
Pretty freaking cool. Okay, and now we're talking about Jonathan Blow.
So this is a timed exclusive. That means it's
Okay, thank you for clearing that up.
PC, iOS, and PS4, but
All
no
right.
Xbox One.
From the creator of Braid, that.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 14.
Okay, so this is the first of another one, but we have some MMOs
Yes.
actually coming to PS4.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that good?
If you want it,
Sure,
you
why
got
not?
it.
And then Primal Carnage Genesis. I know nothing about this dinosaur
No one,
game.
not a lot. A few people played it, but yeah, Dinosaurs versus Humans.
Yep.
UE4 coming to PlayStation 4.
All right, cool.
A lot of ours.
Good old free to plays.
Hey, speaking of which, okay, look, I looked at my Steam account. I put 60 hours into Blacklight.
60 hours?
I'm almost at level 30. I'm getting there.
And it's free to play.
It's a free game.
then-
From the same developer, though, also.
Daylight.
Daylight announced
Yes.
here at the show. UE4, probably the first game to ship on UE4.
Correct.
Is going to be Daylight.
And keep in mind, these are all on PC now at the end here. Warframe, free to play as well.
A
You've
game
been
that I
playing
just recently started playing.
playing the shit out of it.
If you have not checked out Warframe and you're waiting out for the PS4, you're going to be pretty excited by this. And this one, we called this a while ago.
Yes, Planetside 2.
I knew it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I had to. Sony.
Kevin Pereira's favorite game ever.
It really is his favorite.
What a
game. He's
weirdo.
going to come by and call us out on that.
Let's talk about the Xbox One titles. What's
Yes.
going to be exclusive? Keep in mind, we're going to be trying to
Wait,
clear
Joel's,
about
Joel's
it.
clapping. Joel's clapping.
Oh, stop clapping. Halo was announced. Kind of confused everyone. I thought it was, Sands of Time.
That was great.
But again,
I was really excited
I was very
about
excited about it. Dead Rising 3, from what we understand, this will possibly be a timed exclusive
Right,
as well.
it'll be on Xbox One for a little bit.
Right,
And then
it's
move over.
being published by Microsoft Game Studios,
Right.
not Capcom.
Correct.
Which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
I don't know, but everyone in that.
Forza 5. You have to have an Xbox launch with Forza. You have to. That's just
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you have to?
I'm not sure.
No one told me you have
Just
to do
telling
this.
You that's what you have to do. That's
It's
all.
got drive-atars.
Yeah, whatever. Drive-atars
You
are cool.
drive.
And then
What do you
below.
think? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Uh,
Indie games are not my thing.
Sword and Sorcery.
Okay.
You don't remember that on the iPad? It was a good game.
Whatever. Sure.
All right,
and then
same
D4.
This one was weird.
This one was weird, and we're just kind of guessing at this point
It
because
was
these
like
are Xbox One exclusive.
Suda51's like weird stepbrother.
Because they showed these during, just like Sunset Overdrive, they showed these during the Xbox
Your
One
buddy
press
Ted
conference.
Price from Insomniac showed this one off.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure about
I need
this
to see
one
some gameplay, but overall, I think they're just trying to go for like some crazy, fun, weird stuff.
This is the Black Tusk game.
It's just dudes beating each other up with fireworks.
This looks cool. It looks
game-
cool to me. I have to say, a good cinematic.
Gun
right?
tracks your finger.
Again, we're assuming that these are all Xbox One exclusive, and we know this is.
We know this is.
Yeah, free to play.
Okay, that confused me. I was happy about the game, and then they said free to play, which is I'm going to be interested to see how that turns out.
You only get Jago for free. That's all.
Sure,
So-
good Django.
No, not Django.
Jago.
Jago. And then Quantum Break.
I know. From the new, from the guys at Alan Wake,
Yes.
Remedy Studios. These guys do great work. I still want to know what this game does.
I think it's just you stop time. I don't know. I'm not
And
sure.
then Rise, the game we saw last year for Connect One,
Right.
coming back, has controller support. This is from Crytek. I give them the benefit of the doubt because they're an awesome studio, but they've only made first-person shooters.
And then Project Spark is your favorite, right? This is the one.
Apparently, this one is also a free-to-play.
It is. It's free to play, and it's also on PC as well.
Right. I'm calling this basically the Little Big Planet for Xbox One.
Right.
That's sort of idea.
And that's kind of what it is.
Sort of an Xbox exclusive.
No, I mean it's Xbox and PC.
Because it's on iPhones, it's on everything
But it's
else,
not on PS. It's not on PS4.
I'm on PS4.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then my game of the show, Titanfall. This is the Xbox One exclusive I am waiting for.
I'm excited about this one because these guys invented Call of Duty, which more or less basically made modern day console first-person shooters what they
really
are.
did.
So they get a pass. And they also shot a robot in the brain. That was fucking cool.
Oh man, it was awesome. So I guess what we're getting at with all these exclusives is that, like you said, the gamers win. There's not. Sony doesn't win. Microsoft doesn't win. The gamers win because we have so many games that are. They're launch titles. They're launch windows. It's like I can't remember the last time a console launched with this many games in tow.
And we were talking about only the ones that are either exclusive or rumored to be exclusive. Those could obviously change.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep saying this over and over and beating this dead horse in the nuts. Mirror's Edge.
Oh yeah.
Battlefront. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Game of the show. Come on.
No, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, easily with the Donald Duck and the Sora.
Sure. Why not? Fuck it.
I've been waiting for this game for 10 years. You don't understand my
10 years? No, that's not true. Okay, all right, I believe you now.
I played Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PS2.
That look made me believe you.
I got Ultima Weapon. I put way too many hours in that game. I freaking loved it, every minute of it. And now Disney owns Star Wars. Star Wars is going to be in another game. This is good.
What about Destiny? Forgot about Destiny.
Destiny, another game actually from Bungie. Someone brought that up. That was kind of interesting that essentially Microsoft launched with a Bungie game.
Right.
Back in 2001 with Halo.
Yeah.
Now they're launching, well, maybe launch window, whenever Destiny chooses to come out.
Right.
But they have their own Halo
They've
now.
kind of like traded places.
Yeah.
They traded places.
Not an exclusive though, because it's going to be on like...
It's cross-platform on everything.
It's on everything.
Except
PlayStation 3,
they've not
Xbox
confirmed
360.
PC yet for Destiny.
They didn't?
No. I asked him.
What?
No, he wouldn't confirm it.
They have to.
No, they're close. They're close. But they haven't confirmed it.
Okay.
So.
Now, to be fair, Bungie doesn't really have a lot of experience working on anything other than the Xbox.
Yeah.
Xbox 360, though they've been building up a big team. So I have confidence that they just hired the right engineers. More worried about the PS3 version of that game than anything else.
Yes.
I'm not really worried about next gen. I think they got that on lockdown.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And they got 360 down. I just worry about the PS3 version, but
right.
If you're looking for the Sony model, probably want to go with the PS4.
Either way, at E3 2013, I feel like the publishers, we really got to hand it to the publishers this year because,
or
again,
the developers that kind of make the games.
Yes, the publishers and developers, they're stacked.
Yeah.
They are stacked, and Microsoft and Sony are just sort of having like a little feud. But we're all winning.
Well, that's the point, though. Like I said, this stuff has gone on for years. Google versus Apple.
Right.
Apple versus Microsoft, Microsoft versus Sony, Nintendo versus Sega. Remember blast processing? Come on, man.
I do remember that, yes.
You need this to fuel the fans. This is what gets people riled up. But this is I love the drama. This is just this is my wrestling. This is my WWE. I love this stuff.
This is the best E3, I think.
You just come out there and you're like, oh, drop the mic, motherfucker. Like, it gets real. Like, literally, this is like the first time in a long time they're just full on just calling each other out.
Yep. Yeah.
Except Microsoft's not calling them out; they're just kind of taking it.
No, right now they're just taking it, but they're probably going to call them out pretty soon.
But it excites me. I get most excited just for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
I don't know. It's pretty fucking cool.
I can't wait.
One thing I realized we didn't do was come up with any trailers.
Well, there's so many trailers.
Which is fine, because Kingdom Hearts 3.
Stop talking about Kingdom Hearts 3. No more Kingdom Hearts 3.
If you haven't seen it yet,
all right,
it's
that's
up
enough.
on our network.
No, all the trailers are on youtube.com/machinima or InsideGamingDaily.com, our blog, where Rob Smith, our editor-in-chief, has been posting all the E3 best of nominees. And you can get all the trailers for all the games off that blog or off youtube.com/machinima. If you want. I'm assuming you already knew that. You're on the internet, so.
It restores you to like a sense of childhood of when you met Disney and Japanese characters and they turned into one thing.
We're still talking about
And you
this.
had all these zippers and keyblades.
Why are we still talking about this game?
I've been talking about it longer than how long the trailer is, but you can just watch it again.
Okay.
And once again, feel the love that is Kingdom Hearts 3. You put your thumbs back up!
Yeah, please.
You're destroying my love.
All right, we're going to go to another piece of video because I don't want to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 anymore. We're going to talk about Titanfall and Watch Dogs, all right? Jeez. games that people care about.
No, I want to keep talking about it.
No.
I have control of
Go
the
to
stage.
the video, Rob.
No.
Go to the video.
We're in agreement. Man in my ear said no, we're still talking. Dude, seriously.
What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Mickey Mouse?
I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts.
What do you want to talk about, Haley Joel Osment?
Yes. He needs work. Have you seen him? You guy's got a butterface. He is not going to get work with that. Come on, man. I'm just saying.
Fwiz does not want to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 either.
Why?
All right, that's it.
So Kingdom Hearts is a series that Square Enix originally started as Disney All-Stars back in 2002, I believe, for the PlayStation 2, and then it came out as ended up being Kingdom Hearts. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game News for Thursday.
Yeah!
Woo! I'm your host, Adam Kovic.
And I am Bruce Green.
And today we are counting down our favorite games here at E3 2013.
So we've got a whole bunch of people on our team, and everybody wants to talk about their E3 game of show. So first, I will start.
Okay.
Because I'm very excited about this game. Rob Smith, our editor-in-chief, is very excited about this game. Jimmy, very excited about this game. Titanfall.
Hey!
Let's see some Titanfall footage. Please play the Titanfall gameplay.
For the love of God.
Okay. Sort of level 2, the whole Modern Warfare thing, because at this point, we were all skeptical about the Source engine and what Respawn was going to bring to the table.
Right.
And it looks like the gameplay is super, super important to Titanfall, and I think that's what makes a multiplayer game good.
I agree.
That's why I'm really excited about Titanfall. That's why Rob Smith is, and that's why Jimmy, our producer, is. So
okay.
Up next, you're gonna have to talk about your game of show.
Okay, I think this was tough. This was tough for everyone to decide, but clearly the winner of the show is Kingdom Hearts 3. When announced.
No, there's no chant. Just talk about the game for a little bit.
It is a game we've been wanting for over 10 years.
No, you've been wanting this
in
for
the
10.
making forever. It completely missed the PS3.
Yeah, okay.
And it's coming to the next gen consoles. I'm here on Xbox One and PS4.
Yes.
So everyone can enjoy the wonder what this is. And guess what? Star Wars will be in there. The Avengers will be in there.
What?
There's a level where you play as stormtroopers.
You're just
and then
saying
you
things.
rescue this princess. She's like, aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper? And Sora's like, what?
You're just saying things. You don't know any of that.
Oh, I saw all this gameplay stuff on the show floor. It was great.
You're lying to the
Fantastic.
viewers right now. You know that, right?
All right, who's next?
All right, next. Lawrence. He's not here. He's not even on Skype, unfortunately.
No.
But his game of show is Battlefield 4.
Really?
Battlefield 4. And I'm going to explain for Lawrence why Battlefield 4.
I'm kind of curious why it wasn't your game of the show.
It was so close to being my game of show. Titanfall just overtook it just a little bit. But Battlefield 4, that skyscraper coming down, man.
Really?
Just the destructibility.
That's all it takes to get you off?
That was it. Just that one building.
I mean, Lawrence off?
We'll get Lawrence off, too. It got us both off.
I would say the commander mode coming back actually
Commander
would
mode
make
was
a big deal.
Huge deal for me because I was I was a big commander in Battlefield 2, so Battlefield 4. Again, this is so close to my game of show, but either way, Lawrence and I, we're on the same level.
All right, who else we got?
Up next is Landon. Landon's actually here. Come
on,
over,
Landon. Come here.
Hey, get in the shot. All right, Landon, we need you to talk about your game of show and why you liked it, okay?
All right.
Go.
So my game of show is another Disney property, sort of like Kingdom Hearts. It's Disney Infinity.
Blasphemy!
Yeah, no, hear me out.
Why do you like it in Skylander so much?
So what Disney Infinity is doing is it's blending a lot of Disney universes in a really fun and creative way. And the way they do it is in two really distinct and cool ways. You have, with each character in their universe, you have different ways to play their game, and each one feels like its own unique style of game. Incredibles feels different than Monsters, Inc., and so on and so forth. And then you have this really impressive palette, this open world toy box where you can play multiplayer with your friends and just kind of goof around, kind of create whatever you want. And there's really, really a huge list of stuff you can do with that. You can share levels with your friends, create a lot of really cool stuff. And also, when you ride the mount, the recognizer from Tron, it plays Daft Punk.
Okay.
Kobe
All right,
fell asleep.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Now you got me with Daft Punk.
That was very good.
Daft Punk is a good group.
Landon, get off the stage.
Sorry, Bruce.
Yeah, get off the stage. Joel's next. Joel, come on. You wrote on here that your game of show was Smash Brothers with Mega Man.
Smash Brothers with Mega Man.
Oh, shut up.
It's the okay. No, really,
Stop
Division was.
Division.
I was kind of super excited about it.
Yes.
It's very weird for me because
Play the gameplay.
I was told to hit that
Nobody
mark.
wants to talk about Joel. We don't want to see Joel.
I was
Play
told
the
to hit that
gameplay
mark
of this.
right there.
Talk about your damn game.
Right, I'm not a shooter guy. It looks fucking rad. I like the idea of MMO RPG-ish on consoles, and for God's sake, post-apocalypse without zombies.
This is nothing like Smash Brothers. What are you talking about?
No, that's Mega Man right there, and he's fighting against Dr. Robotnik. I'm sorry, fucking Dr. Robotnik.
Wait, there it is. Game of the show.
Yeah,
That's where he
Game of the
closed
show.
the
No,
door, right?
And,
He closed the door.
and I'm super surprised that like it's not hitting on the Inside Gaming blog. Like none of your best of lists include
Oh,
the
it's
Division.
tough with a new IP, but it's one of those games that I think is going to get a lot of traction down the line.
Yeah,
especially
I'm
with the
psyched
next
to learn.
generation of consoles. You're
Psyched
right.
to learn more about it.
All right, well, at least
All
you
right.
backed up your decision.
Yes.
I
All right.
respect
up
you for
next,
that.
John Y., one of our editors and producers. With
This is what it looks like on the other side of the glass.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
It's super
It's
strange.
kind of
All right.
amazing.
Talk about the crew.
The crew is
Yes.
phenomenal. MMO racing game, but what's phenomenal about it is not just like all the race and whatnot, it's the scale.
Yeah.
You have the entire US to go across, and it's not just like a condensed version of it. Like when they say that New York City is the size of Liberty City in Grand Theft Auto, it's massive.
Yeah.
And the fact that you could pick up any point and drop anywhere in the US, just take off. If we want to do Cannonball Run, go from Los Angeles to New York, it takes 2 hours to cross the map. It's amazing.
So you really just want a game where you can get into a car and you can drive
I love hitting
for a long
things,
time.
It's called
driving.
real life, John.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
real
gonna go
life.
sit in traffic for 2 hours after this. It's the
You
same
go to the
game.
insurance salesman. You got to go to the DMV. That sounds like a great game, John.
I enjoy it.
Actually, I will say to your point though, everything here, every game that they've shown, something about it has been next gen. That's one of the most like next gen features I've seen, where it's not about graphics, it's not about customization, all that
Scale.
stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. The fact that you can
huge.
actually drive across, finally we have the consoles that have the capacity that can play a game like that. I'm just glad this game was here. It was
Yeah,
actually
no,
pretty cool.
I'm excited. That was like the best like surprise announcement.
All
for
right,
me.
Thank you,
Love
John.
it.
Not bad.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
and I'm way.
See you later. Don't fall over. All right.
You
And
gotta
also,
let go of the mic. Yeah, drop the mic.
also, Phil Jasicki, I actually made his game of show for him.
Oh, yeah?
And it's called Sniper Ghost Warrior 2. Here, play the footage because we made a little image. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, Army of Two, Call of Juarez. So that's his game of show, Phil Jasicki. Sherlock Holmes is in there too.
Just as like
It's
DLC.
just a bunch of garbage. Is really what. I hope Phil's watching because that's his game of show from E3 2013.
I like that it came out on the Xbox too.
Xbox TOO.
That's
right.
fantastic.
Yes. And then honorable mention Destiny from Esmeralda as well.
Okay.
Yes. So that's
yeah.
it. We're done.
We have a whole bunch of other games on our blog if you want to check those out.
Yeah.
We're going to be giving our official list where we pick our winners. We're going to be sending that to all the publishers and developers of who we thought were the best of show. We have to go back to the office and argue about it for a very long time. But if you
Yes,
have
we
a
do.
specific person, if you believe, like the rest of us, that Kingdom Hearts 3 truly was the game
Dude.
of E3 2013
Bro.
and possibly going to be the game of E3 2014, please let us know in the comments, obviously.
Or go to InsideGamingDaily.com.
And leave your Kingdom Hearts related
no,
questions
don't, please
there.
don't tweet me anymore about
Send me
Kingdom
your
Hearts 3.
fan fiction.
No
Send me your
more.
theories.
Okay.
If you like zippers,
All right.
you like giant keys.
We have to
that
go.
would be fantastic.
We have to go to a video, right? We're going to Borderlands 2, the new DLC. Is that what we're gonna? No more Kingdom Hearts, please. Let's go to the video.
There's this part in Kingdom Hearts 3 where I've been told
Why
that
does
you
Rob
wake
Talbot
up
keep
on the
let-
beach.
Why does our director keep letting you do this?
And
Why? I don't understand.
He's essentially lost his memory again, but he remembers a little bit. And Roxas comes out, and they kind of team up. I mean, you thought like Roxas is gone. I thought they were like kind of the same character because
How
of the
does he know?
misspelling of
How
the
do you
names.
know so much about this stupid game?
But there's this whole new character, this new bad guy. I can't say his name. They talked about him a little bit. They did say he's Disney related.
Yep.
He has a breathing problem. It's
Yep.
kind of cool.
Okay.
It's gonna be kind of fantastic.
Yep.
I can confirm that you will be going to the Death Star.
Cool.
And you will be hanging out with the Avengers in Stark Tower. Everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Friday. Hello! It is our yes episode because it's our post E3. We're all done.
Yes.
We got our winners, we got our losers, but mostly we got winners.
Yeah. InsideGamingDaily.com. We're just announced the winners of the best of E3 2013. So let's get to it.
All right, so the winner of Best Original Game goes to Watch Dogs because it's extremely original. And the multiplayer.
We didn't need a reason.
The multiplayer. He told me to
The best PC game was Company of Heroes 2.
Best hardware, Oculus Rift, because
Best shooter, Titanfall.
Best racing game, The Crew.
The camera's this way.
The Crew.
Saints Row 4.
That's the best action adventure game. Say it again.
Saints Row 4.
Thanks, Phil.
What was it?
Saints Row 4.
Good.
The best RPG of the show for E3 was Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
The best fighting game of E3 2013 is Dive Kick.
Yeah!
Woo!
And the winner of Best Sports is Madden 25.
America!
Best strategy game, Company of Heroes 2.
Does that sound okay?
That's good.
Best handheld game, Dragon's Crown.
More energy!
All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah, one more time.
All right. Best handheld game, Dragon's Crown.
That was more energy?
Yeah.
Woo!
The best online multiplayer of E3 was
Battlefield 4!
the trailers for E3 were Mad Max. No,
Super
sorry.
Smash.
You go first.
Super Smash Brothers Yoga Girl Wii Fit Trainer.
Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare.
Mad Max.
And the winner of Best Trailer of E3 2013 goes to Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Yeah. Oh, and then honorable mention, Ninja Gaiden Z.
Or Yaiba. Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. Play the clip.
Honor and death go together like hot sauce in my balls.
And the game of the show is
Titanfall!
The winner of E3 2013 was
Sony!
Titanfall.
And the biggest loser award goes to
Microsoft!
Those people.
Samurai Jack.
Thank you all for watching our E3 coverage. We really busted our asses for that one, so thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Yes.
All the hardworking folks. That's why we wanted them on the show. They killed it.
Yay!
And you guys watched it. And we love you for that. We'll be back to our normal schedule next week. Go to the IG channel. We got videos over there. Fun stuff like Freedom Force. You're going to enjoy it. So much fun. You never tell them you're tired. You just power through it. You just pretend. You just pretend you do it. You have fun because you play video games.
Dab you, you're a little salty. It's just a little grease bag.
What is this for?
Decreasing you because you're on live television. Good. I'm gonna combine your grease with my grease.
Done?
Oh,
so man.
So much grease. That was a good throw. I should play in the football. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Day for Monday. Hello!
Hi guys!
Feels good to be back, where we could finally get away from all the next-gen stuff to talk about what mattered.
Like the PlayStation 4.
Fuck!
So we just found out the PlayStation 4 is outselling the Xbox One in pre-orders.
My God!
Basically everywhere. So NeoGAF put together a list of the top video game pre-orders at a bunch of online retailers like Amazon, GameStop, Best Buy. Right now, PS4 destroying.
Killing it!
Destroying. So
and
good.
according to Amazon's top 10, the PS4 on top, of course, right underneath the Xbox One.
Oh, okay.
But underneath all of that, a bunch of games also included those games. Things like the PS4, because they're being bundled.
They're all being bundled.
Games like Watch Dogs and Battlefield 4 are actually being bundled with the PS4.
Correct.
To get people to actually play something when they buy a shiny new box. Because if you just put it in your living room and have it sit there, it's not going to dance for you.
It won't?
No.
Fuck.
It's just a little square.
Hey Lawrence, what do you think?
Fucking love Japanese games.
And it's weird because there's no Xbox One bundles in this list at all either. They're all kind of way down at the bottom.
Yeah, they actually are on the website, but no one's buying it.
First Xbox One game showing up on that list is Forza 5 at 25th place.
Wow.
Boy, way down there. Jeez.
That's the games.
Yeah.
It's white and shiny. I'm probably too high.
Speaking of games,
Yep.
GameStop
Yeah.
has they're doing nothing but bundles.
Right, they're not actually selling the consoles individually. They're only selling bundles.
So you kind of have to get a game. But the top one, surprise, surprise, Call of Duty Ghost, PlayStation 4 bundle.
Mm-hmm.
That's up there. The rest of it, other guns with games and guns in
We
there.
know what you meant.
Brain is still broken from that E3 thing that did things to my body.
I really don't think anyone's gonna get this joke.
Who let you out of the computer? But in a really odd surprise, the DualShock 4 controller
is beating out the Xbox One Battlefield 4 bundle?
Yeah, more people want a controller than they want to actually shoot things in the game.
It should have had more Kingdom Hearts. That's what it should have had.
Honorable mention at number 9, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 remix. That's for you. Yeah, that was just for you.
You should probably get it so you can understand the story before you go head first into
No
Kingdom
more
Hearts
talking
3,
about Kingdom Hearts. Scroll past.
where you and Roxas
Stop
will
it.
play in a co-op
Stop.
mission where you go to
Keep scrolling.
Dagobah. That's the planet.
The PlayStation 4 is actually beating Xbox One on Best Buy and Amazon UK. And the Sony Computer Entertainment CEO Andrew House is telling the Wall Street Journal that the company is shifting its internal projections for the product after favorable reactions to the company's presentation Monday, which means they're upping projections. They're saying, we're going to sell more PlayStation 4s than we thought.
Translation: we're making more money than we thought we would.
We did it, everybody!
Cocaine fight!
I don't really know. Is that what they do at Sony? They have cocaine fights?
Sushi fight!
Oh, that makes more sense. Eat this spicy tuna.
I don't even. Why am I doing this? I don't know. It's upside down. Cut to me very quickly and give me no time to think about what's going on.
Oh, don't worry. That will
I've been
happen.
having moments where I still think we're live, but I'm like in bed asleep, and then I wake up and I keep thinking we're on the live stream, like we're being watched.
Post-traumatic stress from
And you're
Machinima's E3 live
and you're in your
show.
underwear.
Yeah, and I'm like laying in bed. Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Dealer for Tuesday. Hello, hi.
All right, let's do it.
There's nothing special about today except for Star Wars Battlefront 3!
Oh my gosh, it's been confirmed. It's going to be made by DICE Stockholm. We did it.
Yeah, it's actually not called Battlefront 3. It's just Battlefront.
That's just Battlefront.
Which means it's like a reboot or something like that. Remember the game was announced?
During
During E3?
No, I don't remember anything from E3.
Well, E3 was a blur, and you may have missed it if you blinked for 4.2 seconds, because there was a CGI trailer that actually gave no mention to who was actually making the game.
So that's why EA's Patrick Soderlund confirmed in an interview with Eurogamer that DICE Stockholm will be making Star Wars Battlefront, just like we guessed.
DICE Stockholm, obviously, they are known for the Battlefield and Mirror's Edge, and the upcoming new Mirror's Edge, once again, no number, just called Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
Patrick went on to say that the coming Battlefront is DICE's interpretation of what Battlefront should be. Whoa, them's fighting words.
Yeah.
Which is probably why it's not called Battlefront 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This also does away with the speculation of DICE LA, that new studio that EA opened up.
Right.
We don't know what they're doing yet, but they are not making Battlefront, that's for damn sure.
It's just going to be probably a DLC factory for all of those games. That
Yeah.
makes more sense.
And speaking of DLC, how much is Battlefront going to cost?
I will tell you right now, it's going to cost $60.
How do you know that?
$60, Ned. PS4 and Xbox One games have been confirmed to retail for $60, not $70. So
But we're in the next generation. That
No.
means you put $10 more on
That's
it.
not true. That's not true. Right now,
Thank
Polygon is confirming that first-party games on Xbox One will sell for $60, according to a Microsoft representative. This doesn't mean that third-party games will cost $60. They could cost
Right.
more. But at least Microsoft Studios is trying to set the tone. I appreciate that.
Even Sony's Jack Tretton went on to tell CNBC way back in February that
Yeah.
PS4 game prices range from 99 cents to $60.
That's good.
It's quite a range.
Yeah, that's good.
So this isn't actually a confirmation for every PS4 game, but once again, it's a good sign because if the big boys are setting the tone,
Right.
everyone should follow suit.
And even online retailers are also offering Xbone and PS4 games for pre-order at $60.
Can we call it the Expo now?
Sure, why not?
Okay, good.
Xbone. Let's do it.
Finally.
And, but here's the worst part about this. I pre-ordered Battlefield 4 for PC.
Okay.
And it was $70.
Yeah, because you get extra stuff,
You
right?
get a beta access and an expansion pack, but I saw
You
that.
got China access.
You get China access. I paid $70 and I was like, oh, there's $70.
Regular Nixon. That
Take it.
Well, once again, like with DICE LA, that probably means a studio that's probably being built just to make DLC.
Yeah.
And EA doing away with online passes probably just means more extra content that's being cut out of the game or held back or going to be put out in little chunks.
Right, and they're going to
more microtransactions, more free to play.
Yep.
There's going to be all these different options because once again, this is the big deal right here. This is the big reason. Video games have one revenue stream. There's one way to get the game. You buy it, and then you buy more stuff. Until they figure that part out, of more ways for games to make money, this is how it's going to be.
Well, Xbone is trying to figure that out with their online distribution.
We will see with that. Right now it's in theory, down to practice.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Audio game releases of the week brought to you by Bro
Team!
Good, E3's done. We can get back to making some fucking sense. Like this, you can pick your nose. Video games sure are neat, huh? And Mickey Mouse is real, because video games came out. You see, it's the power of two. It's mathematics, dummy. It's not that hard. Can't believe you don't even know how to count to video games. Oh, look at this, a free game. Guess they're not paying us to tell you about it. They probably don't even have enough money to hire a bunch of floating islands to make the trailer look... Oh, cool! What a neat fucking game. Yeah, real neat. Check this shit out. I bet you never seen nothing like it. A game so insane we can only show you sticks on fire. And then a ball hitting all those sticks. Pre-order now. Look at this. Aliens are on your phone. And this would be where you make an Android joke, rookie. And you'd be dead fucking wrong. Cause this is an iOS thing. And can you believe this? Maximum incredible. And if your mind can't even handle that shit, listen to this. It's out again, but the second one of it. So why not just show the same trailer again? Cause here at Video Games, we make the rules. Now, it's illegal for you from now on to not give me all your money forever.
On your downloads, Lawrence, what do you got?
Free Torchlight!
PC?
I think so, yes. Yeah, everybody!
That's awesome, actually.
It's just part 1.
Doesn't matter.
It's just Torchlight 1, Joel.
Doesn't matter. Torchlight's great.
Is there anything else, Lawrence?
There is something else.
What?
Good Old Games is selling Alan Wake and American Nightmare for $5. No, nothing? Not flashlights? Nothing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell him if he wanted to sit in the truck, you shouldn't have bet on the Lakers.
Cav says you shouldn't have bet on the Lakers.
Why don't you come out here and say that?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh my God! Oh.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Together for Wednesday. Good to see you.
Oh my
It's a good show.
Hump tape! Let's do it.
Your first news story for today, the PS4 launch date may have been leaked.
No way.
According to this image from the Sun newspaper in UK, which we've been told is like the Inquirer, but for British people, it's coming out November 21st.
That seems sort of right. Kind of, not really.
Anyway, well, the Xbox One and PS4 Amazon launch date is slightly different.
Right, it's on Amazon right now.
Yeah, all we know is the Xbox One is coming out November-ish. We don't know when exactly, but Amazon says the 30th.
The 30th, which is, that's after Black Friday and Thanksgiving, which I don't think is correct.
Probably not. And it's also, I believe, the last day of that month.
Right, yeah.
That's what they're doing to be safe, because the PS4 on Amazon says December 31st, the last day of the year.
Which is definitely not right.
Because we know the PS4 is coming out sometime before the end of the year.
So all those people that pre-ordered their PS4 get it December 31st.
No, that's not happening.
No, that can't be.
Though, according to my pre-order, I am getting the PS4 in January, which totally sucks.
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
The one thing I want to know is the software going to come out before the actual consoles do.
I think it actually is, because Battlefield's coming out at the end of October, and then we also, COD Ghost at the beginning of November. So.
Right, and we don't have the exact next-gen release dates yet, because if they do that, they're probably giving away when the consoles are coming out, and Microsoft and Sony don't want to do that quite yet.
Exactly.
But for now, thanks, son.
For nothing, maybe. And another PS4 news, user interface has leaked. We've been talking a lot about the user interface, and we wanted to see it. And here's an actual video of an edited down.
Sounds like a character from like a 1970s sci-fi drama.
User interface?
Help me, user interface.
I'm in.
No one's laughing.
I'm
That was
hacking.
dumb. Thank you.
That pirate was laughing.
Yeah. This was a leaked video from last week, though, right?
Yeah, so it was leaked last week during E3. We didn't even see it, actually. And Sony just confirmed that it was actually real today.
All the bad acting is totally real.
So we're going to do a play-by-play of the video right now.
Are you playing Knack?
And then there's a gesture-controlled typing. He kind of moves the controller and maybe touches the touchpad. We're not really sure.
And then enter the fat friend who is annoying as fuck. Killzone!
He wants to play Killzone. Let's play some Killzone.
Yeah, he really does.
Hey, I saw your uploaded video, bro. Thanks. Wink.
Yes. In the video, it is shown that you can download either the multiplayer portion or the single-player portion of the game when buying digital, and then you can play the games while you're downloading them. When this guy, with his own free will, plays Knack.
Nobody does that.
And then eats pizza.
No one's ever done
like
that.
a normal guy, drinks some juice.
Orange juice.
Plays the guitar. He's just a normal dude living in a garage in possibly some weird part of town.
We also get a weird look at the supposed headset. It looks like just an earbud with a mic, so I don't know if it's like anything will actually work with this.
I think it would make sense with the price point. They were trying to keep costs down. They don't want to do a really expensive headset, less plastic, just super simple. They probably have some laying around from their old like Sony Ericsson divisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Sony Video! Looks like you guys are having fun!
Sarah Green is super hot. She's super hot. And then she says, it's great.
No, both the guys come in.
It's great. And then you can also download games from cell phones to your PS4. That's what Sarah Green is doing.
Thanks, Sarah.
That's pretty cool. And then Skinny Guy says, do you want to join my clan, bro? No. Because she says,
You join mine. Smell it first.
and then it looks like they want to have sex at the end.
Then they're connected.
Do they have sex?
Find out later, this November 21st.
So obviously the user interface is not running in real time, but it's neat to see. It's something
Yes,
we
they're
haven't
doing a lot more than they did the reveal.
Right.
We're starting to see a little bit more of how it looks, the target render, what they're going for.
Looks
Like, it looks pretty. I like it.
On your trailers, the first one is the Battlefield 4 E3 2013 Angry Sea gameplay trailer. We saw this last week. Phil, why is it so late?
I put it in the script.
Why is it so late, Phil?
The Angry Sea wants to know.
The aircraft carrier explodes. There's jets flying down. It's fucking awesome, Phil.
Whatever. Let's get to the real story of today. Hotline Miami 2 has been released.
Woo!
In trailer form.
Woo!
And a teaser.
This is a teaser.
It's actually got a subtitle now. Wrong number.
I'm excited about this game.
More info coming soon. We actually know the story. It's pretty freaking out there.
It's meta, yeah?
I like it. So Fatty goes,
It's great!
No.
Bro!
It's great!
Was that fat guy
Fat
or
Albert.
skinny guy? So I'm skinny guy?
Great.
I'll be skinny guy.
You can be both. You can be both guys. I was Sarah
No,
Green.
he's Sarah.
I'm Sarah Green.
And I'm skinny guy, and he's fat guy.
Oh my god.
And that's so I'll be skinny guy.
It's great. Well, they both say it at the same time, so let's do it at
All right, ready?
3, 2, 1.
It's great.
One more time. 3, 2, 1.
Tell him if he wanted to sit in the truck, you shouldn't have bet on the Lakers.
Cap says you shouldn't have bet on the Lakers.
Why don't you come out here and say that?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh my god! Oh.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Dealer for Thursday.
Thursday!
Sure is. And your first news story for today, everyone loves the Xbox One now.
Right, guys?
Yeah.
Y'all love it?
Said nobody ever.
No, they don't love it either because they just reversed a lot of the DRM policy. Right, guys? That's good, yeah? Whoa! Easy.
Good throw.
Easy. All right, so what they did yesterday was there's no more checking in online every 24 hours. So you'll have to connect initially the first time you set the system up. But then after that, there's no more DRM, no more 24-hour DRM.
It's up in the air.
That's all gone.
It's the Wild West of gaming.
You can play games offline whenever you want. Game discs can still be ripped to the hard drive, but now they have to stay in the system when you play a game, just like the 360. So you have to play with the disc if you want to play the game.
It sounds like the jump from the PS3 to the PS4.
Right, it's just the same old deal.
Yeah.
Used games and trade-ins will also be the same as the PS4, PS3, 360, and every other system that has ever existed, except for Steam, which everybody loves, actually, it turns out.
For some weird reason.
I don't understand.
And really good news,
Yeah.
region locks are completely gone. That's
Yes.
a really nice thing.
That's a good thing. So Xbox did that one good thing, I think, with the region lock.
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's move over to the things that they took away, the things that they were originally going to implement. Trying to move everyone to the future, apparently a little too fast. People were getting seasick.
They're getting scared.
There's going to be no more family sharing plan, whatever that thing was. I'm still kind of confused.
Well, you could share games with up to 10 of your family members.
Sure.
10 of your family members.
I'm curious. I mean, they never actually detailed what the family sharing was.
Right.
But it's gone completely anyway. And then they're going to get rid of the one-time ability to gift a game to a friend. That's probably gone too. But because games are now used, you can just give them out willy-nilly if you buy them as a disc.
Right.
I will probably go all digital personally.
I would like to as well.
Because I don't like stacks of crap in my home.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I have enough cat toys as it is. So what this basically means is your online library will not contain all of your games, just the ones that you purchase online digitally.
Yep.
If you have the disc, the game stays on the disc, just like how it does now. It's really not that much different from what the 360 is doing right now.
Right.
Or even what the PlayStation 3 is doing.
But what that means is that you can't go over to your friend's house, log into your account, and play any of your games. You cannot do that. You can only do that with the digital games.
Yeah.
You have to bring your discs, just like you did before.
Yeah, it actually would have been almost easier to call like my cousin from across the country and go, oh yeah, here's my account info, I'm leaving for the weekend, play all my games.
Yeah.
But I can't do that
No.
now. I can't actually.
You're not allowed.
If my games are actually physical.
Correct.
It sounds like it's just more options for more people, which is good.
Sure, but they got rid of all the really cool digital shit that we were into. I thought.
White people loved it.
We were excited about it.
They were into this thing. White people who live on coastal regions, they're going insane for this shit. Everyone else in between, well, not having it.
All right, so what does this mean? Now that Xbox has actually changed the policies, what does this mean? So no Steam sales. There will not be any games that are on sale for like $20. That's not going to happen. No free weekends like they were thinking about doing demos for 30 days, things like that. That's not going to happen. And no sharing games with your friends online at all. Yep.
Keep in mind, Microsoft could also bring these features back, or if you want to call them downgrades, whatever, upgrades, however you look at it. I think they had some good intentions. Yeah. They did a really bad job on the PR side.
Correct.
But ultimately, I think all they had to do is get rid of that 24-hour check-in, and everything else sounded kind of cool.
I felt like that was the one thing that everybody was upset about, and then if they'd gotten rid of that, like we were talking about, the publishers and developers probably wanted that 24-hour check-in to make sure that nobody was pirating anything.
I think the ultimate goal was to keep everything digital so that you can keep sales lower, like you do with the Steam sale.
Right. You mean prices lower? Yes.
Right. But we did it, everyone. We saved rentals.
Hey guys, we did it. GameStop is the stock's going up.
We saved that place you all complain about.
I'm gonna buy a used game for $58.
I just bought an Ouya. I think this is the best thing you could possibly do. Oh fuck! I dropped it.
On to your trailers. Pro Cycling Manager 2013 launch trailer. Finally, they've done it. This is the Pro Cycling Manager 2013 launch trailer.
It finally does all those things that Pro Cycling 2012 didn't do.
Yep. There's no more managing. There's no managing in this
They just got rid of the managing.
It's just biking. There's no managing.
And lastly, we got your Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag E3 2013 demo. This one doesn't freeze in the middle.
And there's actually more managing in this trailer than there was in Pro Cycling Manager.
Manages the boat.
Yep.
Manages the back of that dude's skull.
Correct.
Manages that tree. Manages Blackbeard. Manages that wench bending over. That's cool.
Who put these trailers in the script?
Phil.
Lawrence, what do you think about this?
I keep expecting you to say something else after that.
That's all we get out of Lawrence.
I think that my pants are too blue.
All right. On. Whoa, super awkward. On to your trailers.
Tell him if he wanted to sit in the truck, he shouldn't have bet on the Lakers.
Cav says you shouldn't have bet on the Lakers.
Why don't you come out here and say that?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh my God! Oh.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Dealer for Friday. Hey! It's episode 1000!
Oh my gosh! I think I just burned my hand with the popper.
I blew my wad early.
To Adam Kovic, to Phil Jasicki, and to John Inigas, because they were here for the entire time. Cheers to that! Cheers!
Due to the concerns of families, we are not allowed to show any of the following footage.
Oh. Your first story for today is Half-Life 3 gonna happen.
Yes!
Is it?
It is, yes,
Really?
of course. Come on.
Why is it gonna happen?
Because apparently there was some security flaw with Jira at Valve, which is a project tracker.
Yeah.
Jira is a project tracker
We
software.
use it here. My wife uses it. Everyone uses it. It's pretty popular.
And somebody allowed some public access to Valve's project lists.
Like every other Half-Life 3 story, this comes from an anonymous source who took screen caps of the projects and then submitted them to valvetime.net, where we got all these wonderful screenshots.
Yeah, so projects like Half-Life 3 obviously exist in Jira, and they have a bunch of names in the group like Eric Wolpaw, who helped write Portal and Portal 2.
Right, exactly. Also, Left 4 Dead 3 is there, as well as Episode 3, and more interestingly, Episode 3 movie.
What?
Yeah.
Yes! Finally. And there's also Steambox and Piston, which are floating around, which should refer to the Piston computer from XI3 that was supposed to be the first Steambox.
And then they fucked that one up.
Yep, yes they did.
Other interesting things in there are like Steam MMO and f-stop, which could be referring to something Portal related because of Aperture.
Sure, that makes sense. The problem is finished games have several groups, like several Jira groups. Dota 2 has over 30, for instance. There's only one for Half-Life 3 and only one group for Episode 3. So that means that they're probably obviously still working on it. The game's not even close to finish.
Right. Also, Source 2 is in there, which we're still guessing. And when Episode 3 comes out, or Half-Life 3, whatever it's going to be at that point, will ship on the new Source 2 engine. But the question we're asking around here is, now that the new consoles have been announced, is Valve ready to start talking about their next generation of games?
I hope so.
Well, currently they pretty much own the PC marketplace, and why not expand if you're a business?
Yeah.
But they did show Sony some love. If you remember, if you bought Portal 2 on PS3, it came with a Steam code and you actually got it on your PC as well.
Correct.
And now, with the new consoles, using kind of more of a PC-like architecture, could we see more of that?
I would assume so, and I wonder if Half-Life 3 is trying to hit all three of those platforms at the same time, PC, Xbox One, PS4.
It'd be the first time that Half-Life game did that outside of the orange box, but we're excited.
Yes.
Valve making stuff for more people.
Watch out! Oh, jeez. Who gave them that?
Worth it.
On to your trailers, the Borderlands 2 Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. This is the first 5 minutes, and probably the best DLC for Borderlands 2. It's really...
Phil's pick.
It's Phil's pick?
Phil's pick of the day.
So make the noise.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your final trailer today, we get the Injustice Gods Among Us. General Zod, kneel before him.
Cool.
As he kicks the ever-loving shit out of Superman.
Just beats the fuck out of him.
Yeah, he's got a gun. That's not fair.
On to your downloads. There's the good old game summer sale. This is the final day, right, Lawrence?
We're done.
It sure is. Tons of games on sale. Buy them all.
Tell us what they are, Lawrence.
Oh, well, Jesus, I walked away from my computer. You gotta warn me, man. Guys.
$5.
$5.
Say Hotline Miami.
System Shock 2, $5. System Shock 2, $5, and System Shock 2 for $5.
There are other games on this list, Lawrence.
No, I mean they are, but really you're just gonna be playing System Shock.
Oh my gosh.
And lastly, big update today for Surgeon Simulator 2013. The Heavy and the Meta from TF2 are now in the game.
That's kind of fun.
Sign. Operate on him. Touch him in the insides. He's German. It's kind of crazy.
All right.
Sorry, kids. I couldn't hold it in.
1000th show over. We did it, everybody.
At least we went out on a high note. The champagne's really getting to me.
Stop it!
That one hit me again.
Stop shooting it towards us, our faces. Jeez.
Yeah, all right. Your final trailer for it looks like a clown jizzed in here. It's just...
oh!
God.
Oh my gosh, what just shot out?
Kids, I'm running dry. Floppy's done for today.
You want to take Injustice?
Splurge.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jimothy's here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called...
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the all-new Wired channel. Subscribe now to catch new videos every day, from nerd rants to video game news and much more.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Game News for Monday. Hello.
Monday!
It's Monday.
Yeah!
And today on the show, we're talking about the PS4 versus the Xbox One and which one is better for you.
So now that Sony and Microsoft have official stances on their consoles in terms of game delivery, trading, pricing, all that stuff, we thought it time to sit down and actually take a rational look at what will be right for you, the people actually buying these things.
Yes, exactly. First, let's talk about the graphics. Yes, the PS4 specs-wise are inherently more powerful than the Xbox One.
Correct.
But multi-platform games, the things that most of you will be buying, are designed for the lowest common denominator. So other than the exclusives, games should look the same on both systems, ideally whatever you're buying it for.
Always. There's also the cloud, which is kind of an unknown at this point. Xbox One has been talking about using some processing power from each one of their systems to render better graphics or AI. Now PS4 has not mentioned that kind of stuff yet, but it's definitely more than capable. So both systems can do the cloud processing thing, but Xbox One is actually kind of ahead of the game in the sense they're trying to do that.
But now that they're doing the offline mode, it might just be a moot point.
Right. We're not sure if because they got rid of that DRM check. I'm not sure if that's going to even work anymore.
It might not even be a factor in this whole thing. But let's talk about used games. This is really important. Both systems will work identically to their current gen cousins, the PS3 and the Xbox 360. It's the same. While plenty of consumers are quite vocal about the ability to share and trade games, this is actually one of the biggest factors holding games back in terms of pricing.
Correct.
The sooner games go all digital, the sooner games can be supported with other revenues like digital rentals, a way for gamers to try before they buy, and give publishers and developers some actual cash instead of going to the undeserved middleman.
You're describing Steam is what you're describing.
More or less, yes. Actually a more advanced version of.
Yeah.
Microsoft was trying to get rid of used games with their all-digital platform, like Steam, while Sony is delaying the inevitable, or they were just pandering, but I think in the end they both want to go all digital.
They do.
Because it actually means more money for them.
Right, yeah, no, that makes more sense. On a digital releases, Xbox One can buy day one digital, and you can download your purchases wherever you are. So you move your Xbox around and download it to different Xboxes. PS4 will also be day one digital and use discs in a traditional way.
And the other side of digital, PS4 is very, very strongly supporting free-to-plays, which will not require PlayStation Plus, which is very good.
That's really great, yeah. Next section is media capabilities. Xbox One will have the pass-through, which I keep talking about is really, really cool because nobody's actually seen it work, but I'm telling you, pass-through is awesome. And there's also the voice commands, the gestures, the whole thing. If that all works, it's gonna be awesome.
Right, PS4 doesn't do pass-through, nor is there any sign of voice commands or anything like that, but they do have the PlayStation Eye, so there is always, if that's what you're looking for,
sure,
that's there. For older white people who like cable, that's cool.
I don't think.
But if you want games, who gives a shit?
The PlayStation Eye and the Move are not going to do the gestures. And the
it's a dildo with a ball in the end. Who doesn't like that?
They're not going to do that. On to indie games. The PS4 is definitely more supportive than the Xbox One. It's just kind of the way it goes. You'll get more than enough variety with the PS4, but they can also mean more crap, just like the Apple Store. There's a bunch of fart apps. We're going to get a bunch of those on the PlayStation. I can't wait.
Yeah, with the ability to self-publish comes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Xbox One has shown little to no info actually on their indie plans.
Yep.
Chances are they'll do what they do right now. They just basically wait for the Minecrafts of the world to show themselves, and then they give them a bunch of money, they bring it to their system, so you're going to see the best of the best on there.
Right.
But that's not very friendly for the indie devs, and it's also a lot scarier. That's why you're seeing Transistor on PS4 before you're seeing it on Xbox One.
Next up, online subscriptions. You will need both Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus to play games online, except for the free-to-plays, like we talked about earlier. Both are about $50 a year, so you're just gonna kind of split the cost there either way.
And then the final thing, of course, the price. What does it come down to? PS4 is $399, Xbox One is $499, $100 more.
Yes.
And so here is the kicker. This is just us being very grounded, level-headed adults telling you what is best for you.
We're not adults. That's ridiculous.
First up, if you're on the fence, just wait. Wait for the actual systems to ship and then keep your fanaticism in check.
I don't want to wait.
You want to see the reviews. You want to see what people, and we don't want to see these things in practice, not just in theory.
Yeah, you're right.
If you are sold on one or the other system, take the time and look and see which one actually is good for you in the long run.
Yeah.
Is this something that's going to be good for your uses 4 to 5 years down the line?
Definitely.
In the end, it is very cute to determine one console that's inferior to the other, like a lot of people did with the PS3 when it first launched.
Yeah, I remember
they didn't
that.
give it a chance.
Not at all.
But in the end, choice is king for you. It's only in your best interest to have multiple parties fighting for your dollar because it keeps prices lower and better content coming out. So with all that said, who wins? Knack or Rise?
Rise!
I say Knack.
Lawrence, what do you say?
Black Ops 2 dogs.
And now onto your trailer, singular, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Leonardo trailer. It's exclusive to Machinima!
Woo! Good job, Phil.
Way to go, buddy.
How did you get Bagel on that side of...
Because he likes to rub the bagel right here first, and then put it in his mouth.
How I eat bagels.
He just goes like this.
Ah! Well, it seemed like a spaceship just in the side of like the whole... Bagel has docked.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jimothy's here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called...
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the all-new Wired channel. Subscribe now to catch new videos every day, from nerd rants to video game news and much more.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Day. This is Tuesday. Hello,
It's
hi.
Tuesday! Yeah,
Let's go ahead and check on the weather in Australia, and it is doing crappy.
Saints Row 4 has been banned there.
Banned!
I'm sorry. Player Attack reports that the Australian Classification Board has refused to assign a rating to Saints Row 4, effectively banning it in the country.
This is the ratings board statement. In the board's opinion, Saints Row 4 includes interactive visual depictions of implied sexual violence,
Yes.
which are not justified by context.
Oh, come on.
In addition, the game includes elements of illicit or prescribed drug use related to incentives or rewards.
Better.
Such depictions are prohibited by the Computer Games Guidelines.
What? Come on.
Come on, yo.
That's ridiculous. So Deep Silver issued the following statement back to Australia, acknowledging that Volition is reworking the game for the region. Volition are reworking some of the code to create a version of the game for this territory by removing the content which could cause offense without reducing the outlandish gameplay that Saints Row fans know and love.
For now, Saints Row 4 cannot be sold in Australia or displayed publicly. That includes your lounge room.
You can't put the game in your window in your lounge room. What's a lounge room?
I think that's how they say it in Australia. Lounge room. I know nothing of your country. I'd love to go sometime.
I actually would too.
I know they changed the rating system over there so that this wouldn't be so hard.
That's right. It's R18+, right?
And I think that sucks for you guys.
Sorry, dudes.
Shout with me if you agree. And I love you, Australia. I want to be inside you.
So it's actually not illegal to own the game, but it could be confiscated. I don't know who would come to your house and take your game away from you, but
the Bobbies. Oh wait, no, that's English. Sorry. On one hand, I say I love you. On the other one, I insult you.
On to your next story.
I'm like the perfect lover.
The Xbox One will not include the headset.
Yay! I'm so happy.
That's a good news day. This is a good
Fuck
news day.
you, 12-year-olds.
Microsoft said in a statement to Ars Technica, Xbox One does not include a pack-in headset accessory. Each Xbox One includes the new Kinect sensor, which with a highly sensitive multi-array microphone designed to enable voice input and chat as a system-level capability, both in-game and with Skype and other experiences. So just use Kinect. Don't use that stupid little headset anymore.
Well, no. That's the thing is, if you're just don't do anything, especially
you're gonna get yelled at.
Let's say if you're racist,
you're gonna get yelled at.
You're 12.
You're gonna get yelled at.
And you play Call of Duty.
You're gonna get yelled at.
Just don't talk.
I'm sorry.
That would be better.
We don't know how much the headset's gonna cost, and you also won't be able to use your 360 headset with your Xbone. So sorry, dudes.
Well, that's fine.
That's right.
In opposite news, though, in Sony's video that they put out last week, they showed people with headsets.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is that little headset thing gonna ship with that one? Is that gonna be a determining factor?
You know who can tell us?
I really doubt it.
Lawrence, is that confirmed?
Implied sexual encounters are confirmed with the PS4.
Well, it's time for video time. Games. Here, look at it. It's this game again, because we haven't mentioned this one 80 fucking times already. We get it. Metallica never should have kicked out Ozzy Osbourne. Yo, what the fuck is this? It's kind of sexy. Oh, Capcom this. Oh, now it all makes sense. It's a fucking crossover. Weird that they throw that shit into a fighting game. Look, another Wolverine movie game. You know, at this point, we get it. He wishes he could solve his claws. Also, the fucking bones coming out of his hand are not his power. He can only heal. They put the metal in his body later because of it. His powers are not the bone claws. The fuck? How am I supposed to get immersed in this if I'm not one guy? I just want to see hands holding a gun. How else am I supposed to know if I like the killings or not? What am I, like a UFO just watching all this and not molesting cattle? Now, this is real shit. Look at that. My stupid little graphic there is blocking most of it. You know, I was gonna change that thing and make it look more video gamey and less like a cloud kind of thing, but I kind of like how it often obscures the action of a given trailer. So, how's this? Don't worry, you're not missing much. It's just some monk creeping around. He can use Gregorian magic to twist his hands around. Then if you get enough purple, you can snap those fuckers right off. So, just ruin the end for you, sorry. To make up for that, here's violence. This game's about killing good, but you're probably not even good at that, so I bother. And here's your renewal for Sims additional things. Look at that, you can give them a kiss. But you might want to save all them kisses up, cause we got Sonic the Hedgehog!
We got a deal for you today on Amazon. You get a PlayStation 3 and Uncharted 3 for $250. I'm assuming this is only in America. Lawrence?
Yes. No.
Okay. On to your one and only trailer, Deadpool the game, the launch trailer.
It's out.
Yeah, he's being funny and over the top,
and the reviews are in, and it's at a staggering, kind of middle of the road, lukewarm. Nolan North does the voice.
Can I buy more Ferraris?
How many more Ferraris should I buy before I realize this is a bad idea?
I love my job.
We know you do. Those are good days.
I didn't watch yesterday's episode yet, so I can't hear you.
Oh, what a surprise. I thought you watched every Inside. I thought you watched every Inside Gaming, Phil.
I'll go home and change the thumbnail to a Ninja Turtles video, but I won't watch my best friends on their internet show.
I watched The Killing, and I watched Falling Skies.
Did you watch The Awkward last night?
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jim with these here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the all-new Wired channel. Subscribe now to catch new videos every day, from nerd rants to video game news and much more.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Wednesday.
That's
Food trucks.
Your first news rumor of the day is Half-Life 3 coming sooner than later.
No.
Doubt it.
Probably not.
So Half-Life 2 got a big ol' update as of today. It's got 3.7 gigs of patcharoo content.
Jeez.
But apparently it's only support for language packs.
Those typically are very large. That
Yes.
makes sense. That
And
makes
here's
a lot
a
of sense.
tweet from Steam support saying that they are having problems with said patch. It ends with
예측하지 못한 결과에 대비하라.
Ichi
which Google translates as prepare for unexpected results. So that's a variation on the G-Man's line, prepare for unforeseen consequences, which you saw in episode 2, as well as the very first chapter of Half-Life 1.
So let's get to the internet Matlockery. And get down to it, courtesy of Valdez on Reddit.
Yeah.
On June 25th, 1950, the opening day of the Korean War was 63 years ago.
Today. That's today. Here's what it said on the update page, on the Steam update page. Fix being able to pick up Grigori's Annabelle and Ravenholm if you got to the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a bunch of weird grammatical errors, and Ravenholm is spelled wrong.
The patch notes have also been authored by Alfred, who is a level 13, a member of 13 groups who last played Half-Life 2 on the 25th and has played a total of 25 hours.
What? There are also a bunch of other numbers that don't factor in. He's got 18 games.
Half-Life 3 confirmed!
4 badge, no, those don't factor in. 18 games, 4 badges, 51 friends. Alfred also said in the comment thread, no ARG. Sorry, just me mucking up. So he was just screwing up.
But then,
what?
This image from PC Gamer came out, which absolutely is totally Half-Life 3 getting confirmed right here.
It's covered by a post-it note. Half-Life 3 is on the 13th floor.
But it's actually a joke. I mean, it was actually a really, really mean joke from this guy works for PC Gamer.
Yeah, he just wrote us.
He tweeted and said, sorry, just coincidence. So here we are to dispel all the magical Half-Life 3 rumors, but the question still is up there. Is Half-Life 3 in development?
It has to be. I would bet dollars to donuts that it definitely is.
What does that even mean?
That means that if you bet dollars, you get donuts. Pretty cool. We'll not see the game until Valve casually mentions it's done a day before it ships.
In the year 2045. Because they're taking their freaking time.
That'd be so cool.
And everything else. Hey, there's summer sales coming up soon. When do you think it's actually going to be? I think GDC next year.
For Half-Life 3?
I've been saying that for 5 years.
Yeah, you have been saying that for 5 years.
It's going to happen.
All right, on to your one and only trailer, the Battlefield 4 Frostbite 3 features trailer. Shows all new engine, shows all new trees.
Wavy water.
All new wind. It's really cool.
It is definitely not Half-Life 3. We want to wish a very happy non-Half-Life 3 birthday to Phil's brother, Jason.
Oh! Who's that? Who is he?
My brother.
This is his brother. Phil did a gameplay video with us. It's very silly. You should watch it.
Who's Phil?
How you doing, Lawrence?
Thanks.
I'm a little gassy, not gonna lie.
It's okay. You're right. It's Skype. We just won't see it until Valve casually mentions it. It's gonna be done. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
We just won't see it until Valve casually mentioned it. It's done. Fucking balls.
Ichi
Tatara.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jim with these here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called...
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the all-new Wired channel. Subscribe now to catch new videos every day, from nerd rants to video game news and much more.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Inside Game Daily for Thursday.
It's Thursday!
Yeah! Very good news today. Microsoft announced that they're doing away with charging developers for patches.
That's correct. It's really cool.
Yes, because it fucked over many games.
Yeah, good for them.
Mostly Fez.
Poor Phil Fish.
Eh.
Oh well.
Watch the documentaries. Kind of a fun, he's a fun Canadian.
So now that we've seen that they'll actually do away with these indie fees and they're trying to respond to consumers, we were thinking, if we could add anything to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, now that we know what both systems can do, what would it be?
It's going to be future time. Let's get right into it. First up, this is the one thing I want more than anything else in the world, digital game rentals.
Yes, that needs to happen right now.
I want to be able to, thank you, hi. I want to be able to download a game directly to the console, rent it for a certain amount of time, and I want that money to go to developers and publishers and people actually making the games. I don't want middlemen. Next up, we want some kind of clan or community support very similar to Steam.
Right.
Something other than a friends list. The PC can create community homes for games, communities through forums and chat rooms, etc. Why can't the new systems do this?
Well, the 360 sort of already does this with parties, but party functionality is busted for just a bunch of games, and the voice chat quality is garbage.
I want to make a home for all my weird friends, and we can live there in our console realm. Instead of setting your gamer type, what is it? I'm underground. I'm a pro.
What's he talking
I'm just casual.
Does anybody know what he's talking about?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's on Xbox.
Yeah.
You can add pro and recreational.
You can say what kind of gamer you are.
Gamer.
It's useless.
A bunch of fucking nerds. You fuck.
In this community, it'd be nice to post screenshots, videos, organize events, all that sort of stuff that basically Steam's been doing for years. I would love to see that on Xbox One and PS4.
I feel like they're probably going to do that. It's not like very soon when the systems come out.
Just do it.
Up next, button remapping for all games. So
Yeah.
we can change our buttons to just be whatever the fuck we want, just like a computer. Come on.
Brink did it, and no notice because no one played.
That's not true. I played.
Of course.
Do it next week when we play Brink with Phil.
And then also keyboard and mouse support. I know you want this added to the consoles.
I think people do, but they have some reservations.
Well, you got to keep the multiplayer lobbies separate for the ones that are playing with
Correct.
controllers versus keyboard and mouse.
Or for the daring, let them have it. Be like, I'll go up against some keyboard and mouse guys with my controller. Bring it on.
Let's fucking do that right now. Let's do that shit.
Love to see that.
All right, and Lawrence, this one's for you. Say what other support you want on the Xbox One.
Well, see, I'm actually fine with points not meaning anything, but apparently somebody
Just say the words. Say the 2 words.
Can you give us 10 minutes of explanation of why you're going to say just trackball support?
Oh, I thought we were talking about achievements.
No.
Oh. Lawrence, say trackball support.
Trackball support.
Perfect.
Our next request comes from our very own Joel. In addition to the Xbox One being a pass-through, he wants it to also be a DVR.
The problem with this is that they have to go out, Xbox has to go out and sign a bunch of contracts with a bunch of different cable companies, and billions of dollars are involved. But it would be really cool if it was a DVR.
Whatever kills cable quicker, that's fine. Woo! Cut the cord!
Up next, buy a game once digitally and own it on every related platform. So for example, buy a game on Windows 8 and you'll get it on XP One and Surface. That'd be really, really cool.
I like that.
They're already, PS3's already doing it with the PS3 Vita thing, but it'd be pretty cool if they did that with the Vita and the PS4, which I'm sure they probably will.
There's gonna be so many indie games, it would only make sense. Next up, I would like trophies and achievement points to actually do something.
They're never going to.
Right now, it's just that virtual pissing contest. Maybe you can make those fake internet points, buy some avatar gear, early beta access, or maybe get discounts on games using achievements of the trophies from different games for the same publisher.
Right, yeah.
Example, you play through Dragon Age, you get all the achievement points, and the next Mass Effect is 10% off.
This makes a total sense. I'm not sure why they haven't even started this yet.
It's just a loyalty program. That's probably the easiest thing they can do in the world, and it just keeps people playing and buying games.
And then there's also the games like Project Spark where you can create your own maps and share them with your friends. It'd be neat if you could sell those maps.
Oh.
Like create your own content and actually start selling them, maybe even some hats.
Example, Team Fortress.
Yeah.
And lastly, I know we can share games with our discs, but I would love to share those games digitally, give them to my friends, just give them away if I'm done with them, or have some kind of trade system, very much what Steam is doing right now.
You know you're describing what Xbox One was going to do.
I know, but you have to see it before you believe it.
You're aware of that, right?
I know! Microsoft sucks at doing PR. Let me do it. Have you heard about my game, Sexoid Rook?
Sexoid Rook!
Sexoid.
We just came up with it!
Sexoid Rook. And finally, naked chicks that call you. Just like Demolition Man.
The one and only trailer today comes from the Bureau. XCOM Declassified, the Call the Shots trailer. Lawrence, you point out that all the icons are from XCOM Enemy Unknown.
I did.
Good job.
Thanks, I'm learning.
Get that CP.
Trackball support.
There's a cache of child pornography in the back of the base that has been guarded by rooks. So the other sex offenders get in rooks to fight those rooks, because otherwise there's no way of taking them down.
But
exactly. What came first, chicken or the egg? There were always rooks. Here's the thing. These are the two constants. Rooks
and sex offenders.
And that cache of porn.
Oh, the cache of porn.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jim with these here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called
This episode of Inside Gaming is brought to you by the all-new Wired channel. Subscribe now to catch new videos every day, from nerd rants to video game news and much more.
Everyone, welcome back to Inside Gaming to the Friday. First news story for today is Google creating a game console.
They are.
Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, Google is now creating a video game console as well as a smartwatch.
Ooh, a wristwatch that has Google on it.
I'm totally excited about touching myself more throughout the day. Both of these devices should be Android powered, no duh. Google said that they are making these devices in response to what they think Apple is doing.
Apple's making a game console, I think so too.
They already have. It's called the Apple TV.
No, that wasn't a game console.
It could be.
They might actually be making an official game console. So these Apple and Google game consoles will probably play mobile games, so do not expect the Xbox One or the PS4 caliber games. You know, it's not a next-gen system.
Basically
per
expect
se.
PS2 era games.
Possibly.
What are you talking about? You can play GTA 3, Vice City, and soon San Andreas on your mobile phone. I have them in my pocket right now, literally, not even kidding. So this brings up a really interesting debate. Next gen is probably not just about the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Some argue the Wii U, but it's about choice. There's a lot of different gaming platforms, and we want to talk about the new ones that are coming out in the next few years to come.
All right, so the first one is the GamesDick.
I love GamesDick.
So it's an incredibly portable Android-based system. It's basically just a little USB thumb drive you plug into your television, right? And then it just plays Android games. That's kind of fun.
For those familiar with like Raspberry Pi, you can basically fit an Android system or an open source type software on very little computers now, and people are using that for gaming on the go, which is pretty cool.
GamesDick.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Ouya.
Ouya.
Bay Dow Dow.
This is already out, and it's an Android-based game console with a little controller you plug into your television.
Right.
It's $100.
It's for somebody.
Not for any of us. Up next, the Steam Box. Yes, that is coming, and there's going to be a lot of Steam Boxes here in the future. It's this mysterious Valve-produced hardware that will run Steam's big picture mode. So, Lawrence, do we know if Valve is actually making the hardware?
They're playing around with it, but they haven't announced that they're actually doing it. They said that they'll have hardware partners.
So when I talked to Valve, they actually told me that they were kind of giving Steam's big picture mode out to a bunch of other hardware manufacturers, and they're making the Steam Box. So I don't know if Valve is actually officially making it. They probably will at some point.
I think their ultimate plan is to create a Steam OS, because really, when you think about it, why do you install Windows? So you can install Steam so that you can play games for most of our audience anyway. So why not just go that extra step? And they're already supporting Linux and other open source systems. Just own the whole damn thing.
Yeah, they will. They're going to. I just think they're experimenting first with like Xi3 and a few other companies. So.
But what about that fabled Apple gaming device? Apple hates gaming. At least they've said it time and time again. But they have the iPhone out there right now, which technically is like the #1 selling game device out there because it plays Angry Birds.
Yes, that's true.
It's a technicality, but they're in there.
Rumors have indicated for years that Apple's working on some kind of gaming hardware that would move into the living room. They tried it with Apple TV, and that didn't really catch. They also wanted to do sort of an Apple television, and that also is still in development, so we're not really sure what they're doing.
Next up, we have the Game Pop Mini.
Let's let Lawrence talk about this one.
The Game Pop Mini has porting software that allows iOS apps to run on an Android base, which is pretty crazy.
So explain to the kids what that actually means.
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. If you have an Android phone, you can't run iOS apps, which is where most of the games are. But according to this, if it works as described, you'll be able to play iOS games on your TV, basically making it an Apple gaming platform.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lawrence. We appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
All right.
This next one, while not really a console, so to speak, I think it is somewhat the future of gaming, the Oculus Rift.
Ooh, it's so cool.
This is a headset that's a very 90s version of virtual reality, but it actually works.
Yes, it does. You got to play it.
We tried it out, and I could definitely say this is what 3D should have been. This is going to change gaming in a lot of great ways, and more than just gaming. I think day-to-day life and just entertainment in general is going to be this headset.
So towards the end of the year, I think, is when they're coming out with the consumer version, but right now they have the development version you can get. It's $300, which is not so bad.
You're going to get hard on it.
And finally, Joel, the NVIDIA Shield.
Yeah, someone just left this at a bus stop. So I got it, and
He stole it.
Basically,
so what is it's an Android-powered console thing with a screen and a controller. The interesting thing about the Shield is that it actually streams content from your PC to this, and then you can plug that into your television, so you can play PC games on your television.
It's a really expensive Wii U.
It's a very interesting thing, and I'm not exactly sure who it's for, but it's kind of fun. Let us know if we missed anything. Tell us in the comments. We're kind of guessing at this point because there's so many little consoles and so many pieces of hardware coming out that we're not really sure. So tell us if we missed anything.
James, remember how you really liked the faceplate thing on the Xbox 360 when it first came out?
You can change it. You can change that on the NVIDIA Shield. Now it's black with screws.
Come on, come on!
Sold it, sold it. The one and only trailer for today, we got the Saints Row 4, 9 minutes of gameplay. This is all the E3 footage that we got to see behind closed doors, but my God!
It's so cool. It's the origin of the president finding the aliens, then he gets dropped into the alien universe, and he shoots things.
I like how excited it makes you feel inside.
I'm so excited. I'm tired of watching gameplay of this game. I just want to play the game.
August or something, it's coming out soon. I'm excited. I want game.
The twist was it was Earth.
Yeah.
Will Smith thought it was a different movie.
He said welcome to After Earth. That's what he said.
At the very end. He looked at the camera and then waited 5 seconds after he delivered the line, and then M. Night Shyamalan walked in and waved to the camera. And then the credits came in to the Star Wars theme.
I would assume.
Man, that sounds like a great movie.
What is up, guys? Don't answer that. Jim with these here.
Starting off at 10 is my gamer tag bro.
It's more Black Ops 2. This is slow scoping.
This is called